long ago, basically this was before Dominus was added to the game. I wanted to make a pen and paper role-playing game based on Path of Exile. I worked at this for like over 2 years. I worked on it for every day. Like really hard. For those of you who don't know, pen and paper games are basically where you sit down with a bunch of friends, talk through the scenarios, you have a bunch of rules and you roll dice. And now it's just a question of getting the level of logistics and organization to stream this freaking system, you know, like on Twitch with a bunch of Path of Exile players.
Literally got it on the last fusing.
Oh, what the fuck was that? The RPG god, I'll never die.
Oh my god, I was already making bank this. Oh fuck!
Oh wait, I've done this map.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Path of Paper. Hello everybody, how you doing?
Hey,
Good day.
Great.
Yeah,
Well
we're finally
done.
live. Had a bit of a slow start today, having to get some things up. So we've had a, and I just want to say a quick thank you to Skin Ticket, Johannes, for making incredible Mervail artwork, and it's going to be the thumbnail for the YouTube videos coming up. And it's really just like, it blew all of us away. Like, Ziz in the blue hair, you know, just like flying at Merveil. And like his imagining of the scene was just incredible to me. Just really brought it alive.
It's fucking awesome. It's fucking awesome.
It's really incredible. So, you might notice a new addition to the overlay, and that is a grid. Like a very simple battle grid. It's something I've been resisting, but we're going to try it out today and see if we prefer it or if we don't like it. So you can see there's little miniatures on the screen that we can move around just to give a sense of where people are in relation to each other on the battlefield. So, and I've given permission for everybody to move their own token. So you can see, like, here we have Mervail. Whoops. We have Mervail here standing right next to Zizaran. Zizaran is currently surrounded by all the bad guys in this encounter, with the hero of Storm and Flame right next to him. And we've got Rockwell, Grace, and Merveil standing near the top. So, yeah. Finally, there's one more thing. There's one more thing I need to talk about, and that is a number crunch that I've done for the system. So, in terms of the number crunch, all the numbers in the system are about 60% smaller. So if you had 25 life on your character, now you have 10 life. And so all the damage, all the life is being scaled down to these smaller numbers. And the reason for this was the numbers in the system were getting too big too fast. Remember that Path of Paper is in an alpha. It's still very new, very early. So making big changes and experimenting with things is still what's happening. So yeah, your DPS is now terrible. Even though everything is the same relative to each other, you're just going to feel weak and gimp. So no more like 200 damage on a hit. You're going to be doing more like 90 damage on a hit, which maybe sounds a little bit same. But don't worry, monsters are not scaled down, so you have no chance anymore.
Oh god. Do I get rounded down to 0 damage now?
Yeah, your damage is being rounded into the negatives, Zizaran, so that you can now start healing.
I heal
Mervail.
mobs now?
Yeah. Finally, there's one more housekeeping thing I want to talk about, and that a lot of people had questions about this in the previous episode, which was, why didn't Amie's character Grace die when Merveil Juan got seduced by Mervail, turned around, and promptly crit one herder down to 0 HP? And the reason for this is that rules for player characters and plot-important NPCs have different rules than for your normal bad guy. Normal bad guys, when you crit them and they go to 0 HP, they die. Okay? But for plot-important NPCs and for player characters, you can never die in one hit. You can only die in 2 hits. So Grace can get one hit by Merveil, go down to 0 HP, and if she gets hit again, she's probably dead. But on the first attack, there's no way you can die, you can just go to 0. So I just wanted to clarify that very quickly. And yeah. So guys, do you remember what happened last time?
No.
I think we fully defeated Mervail and we're currently looting her corpse.
Oh yeah,
I
of course. Yeah, that's
She dropped some
definitely,
really good one-handers.
definitely what was happening. I mean, you did defeat her, except that was not her final form. Yes. So look.
Oh,
So a very, very brief recap. You decided to go into the heart of the beast. Each of your guys' characters, Zizaran, Rockwell, Grace, and Merveil, and you charged towards Merveil's lair, and you ran into a bunch of interesting pirates. And this was led by a guy whose name was Fairgraves. Now, Grace, with a very perceptive sight, realized, or was it Rockwell? I think it was Rockwell, actually.
no, it was Grace.
It was Grace. Okay.
I don't know. I have no idea about this.
Well, Grace realized that all the pirates are actually burning, skeletal, undead pirates, covered in a powerful illusion. But she thought that they weren't corrupted, and that even though that they were like undead, they're not necessarily evil, per se. So anyway, you guys decided to work together with them. They were like, hey man, Merveil's moved into our home, and life is terrible. We want to get rid of her. So how about we join forces? We'll lure her armies outside of the cove. You guys rush into the cove, go into her lair, and kill her while her army is distracted. And that's exactly what happened. So Fairgraves and co. strapped the head of one of Merveil's daughters onto the ship. They bombarded the coves with their ghost ship, ran away, getting chased by hundreds of slithering sea creatures. You guys went through the maze-like coves, guided by Grace's Wanderlust boots, which allow her to navigate mazes without ever getting lost. And you charged into the heart of the beast itself, when a pretty epic fight began to unfold. Do you guys remember what happened in that fight?
Betrayal of the darkest kind.
Betrayal.
It's okay, he didn't mean to.
Yeah,
we were doing pretty well.
Looks didn't mean to.
We had good positions. We had excellent stealth between me and Zizaran. And then my love for the ladies got me mind controlled by her siren powers. And then knowing everything I knew, I had to, act accordingly and take out our support character, which I thought would do the most damage to the group. And I crit. Yes.
Yeah, you
Pretty
crit.
proud of that.
You ran up and crit Amie.
No, you should be guilty. Feel guilty.
And she was down in
That
one
felt
hit.
very bad. Yeah.
However, and then what happened was, Rockwell, what did you do?
Didn't I slapped him? Did I not?
Yeah, you ran across the cavern. You poured potion on Amie to get her up, and then Amie slapped
Oh
her.
yes.
That's it.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And the slap, this bitch slap, was enough to
knew
get
that
him
was a
out
slap.
of his. Huh? Yeah. It was like, hey you, wah! And it was enough to snap him out of the illusionary mind control. At least for now.
And then I slapped Merveil so hard she changed her entire wardrobe.
This is true. So you managed to take down her initial form, which was a form encased in kind of molten gold with dual flaming swords. And however, once you defeated this form, you realized that this fight was far from over. As she rose from the falling armor remnants, birthing out of her stomach came two new creatures, an heir of flame and an heir of storm, two new daughters of Merveil, bursting out of her belly as she rises up in her true form, her final form, which is a horrible writhing mass of tentacles and fish-like appendages, and she's roaring and spouts of water are exploding all over the place, and that's where we ended last time.
And we're forked.
And we're forked indeed. So yeah, there might be some minor confusion because we have changed all the numbers in the system. So please forgive us if some of the players are like, "What the hell is going on, Angry? Why did you change everything?" It's for the greater good. It's, you know, looking long term. But shall we get into it?
Let's do it. I'm ready.
Okay.
I'm
Everybody, as the new form of Merveil rises, I want everybody to make new initiative checks. Because...
Oh no, but the numbers have changed. No, I'm just kidding.
Damn you, Ziggy! Because the situation has changed, and I need new numbers for the initiative.
Oh, always going first.
Come on, come on.
Merveil gets 18.
Oh, it's pretty fucking awful. Oh, Grace,
Okay.
that sucks.
Okay.
Zizaran's getting 19.
Yeah.
Grace,
That's
oh my
true. The
god.
daughters are ignited, and I have the potion up.
Yes. And Rockwell, you got... Oh, Rockwell got 8. Oh dear.
I got 22.
Good God, Mathiel. Well, I think we know who goes first.
Yes. I can't wait to test out these new numbers.
Yeah, I gotta test out these new numbers.
Yes.
So,
The daughters are ignited by Held of Ash. You
Yeah.
do have that tagged.
so just in terms of zones, you know, Zizaran, the Heir of the Heir of Flame and Storm, and Merveil are all in one area together, and currently Mathiel, Grace, and Rockwell are all in a zone together as well. And let's begin. You see, just to quickly re-establish the scene, bursting out of the ground, you see Merveil, her armor finally fallen off. Tentacles writhing, she looks like some kind of monstrous sea-like Cthulhu creature as like 5-6 tentacles burst out of her chest, her back, writhing around. And you see Zizaran standing there bravely, he's like, "Argh!" Like his axe holding up, his energy shield like sizzling, like there's like a welding saw, you know, like burning on his energy shield, and he's like, "Argh!" And then he kind of looks left and right, mildly afraid perhaps as he sees the two ears starting to lumber to their feet on either side of him. Mithiel Huan, you kind of look at your blades, the blood of your friend Grace still dripping from them, and it is you to act.
Okay, so I start a little jog. I'm like, I start running towards the 3 creatures, and I look back and I yell at Rockwell, Grace, and Zizaran. I'm like, which one? Which one do I go for? As I'm about to leap into the air.
running.
Which one, guys?
Quick thing, just so you know.
We definitely
Mithiel.
want to fuck up her babies.
You have Elemental Hit, but you also have a skill you never use called Cleave. Cleave allows you to hit everybody in an area. So if you use Cleave, you hit Merveil and both the heirs, right?
Oh, yeah.
If you use Elemental Hit, you
Okay.
do more damage, but you only hit one target.
A quick
Wait.
thing about my current health, Angry. I was on like 80% life, but when I've been scaled down, I'm on 30% life remaining.
Everybody's on full because of the number crunch, including my guys.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
just to simplify
Free
things.
heals. Free
You got some free heals. I'm feeling generous today. Purely because it was too difficult to figure out your current HP. Okay.
Okay, so I'm running. I yell back again. I'm like, never mind, guys, never mind. And then I run up and I, with both swords, I'm like, whoosh, cleave. And wait, can I use my multi-strike with cleave as well?
You can.
Wow.
So you go like like the super double tap.
All right. Woohoo! Woohoo! All right. Woohoo! Oh. Okay, so then, wait, does multi-strike still work the same way at the -20, or has that number reduced as well?
That number is being reduced as well. I've written it on your character sheet. It's -10.
Oh, my bad. There it is, got it.
-10.
Okay, so 2 hits of 68.
Wonderful.
For
Oh, these numbers are so much
136.
easier already to calculate. Ah, it's just wonderful. So the 60% number crunch makes me feel very happy. Okay, so Mithiel Huan, you go rushing towards the clustered group, and you just raise your blades and swing them in a massive arc, moving at great speed. You're basically running like from left to right, like a very fast anime character, going shing, shing, wah, as your blades cut through all 3 of the assembled creatures for 68 points of damage. You see, all of them, you know, they're thick, slimy carapaces. Bits of goo, ooze, and ichor starts dripping from their tentacles. But it seems to be a light cut otherwise.
Oh.
Okay, Zizaran, it is you to act.
Right. I think I'm just gonna double strike Merveil.
Okay.
Oh, did our mana go back to full as well, by the way?
Yeah, it had time to regenerate to full, it's fine.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to double strike Merveil. So let's see how my new double strike works. 10 times 5. 5 double strikes now 12 damage. I get plus an additional 5 from my axe.
Yeah. That's true. So you add your wham basically to extra damage for your axe.
Plus 3 damage plus 12 is plus 15. So I think I've got it right.
Working out the new numbers. That looks about right. That looks about right. So you roll a 4, getting multiplied by 5, and you get 52 points of damage. And this is double strike, yeah?
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, you raise your axe, and you swing it at directly at Merveil's chest. You realize that because of that, like, kind of almost deity-like golden armor, it no longer exists, right? That was a feature of her first form, so that has faded away. So you don't roll twice and take the lower result anymore. You can just roll and take whatever you get.
Oh, it's actually 5 more damage. So it's 57. I did not add in my Herald of Ash. Wham.
Oh, nice. Okay, great. So you get 57 points of damage. You raise your molten fists, getting charged with fire energy, and you smash into Merveil's face. She gives a screech. Her tentacles writhe in anticipation as she gets ready to attack you.
I use Shielding Flask.
Nice. Okay. You take out an OP looking flask. It's what does your shielding flask look like, Savan?
It's like a very, very intensely blue potion. Like it just like blinds everything. That's how blue it is.
Nice.
Yeah, that's Living Tar.
Okay. Like this kind of blue whirling shield appears around your character as you become nigh impervious to all forms of damage with your OP character. Okay.
By the way, after hitting her, I scream out, "Wow, you're ugly! No way! Of course Teresa left you for that other woman."
Oh my god. Zavon, make an intimidate check. I think we're gonna do this mechanically, but you get a +4 to the roll because that is a cutting insult. I think that is a cutting insult. You get a 10. I just want to see if Merveil, how affected she is by this jibe. She kind of raises her eyebrows at you and goes, "That's cute." You see the pulsing pendant of the Star of Rayclast on her throat, giving her whispers in her ears. Okay. Firstly, as Merveil moves, you realize unconsciously something is happening around her. This is something that automatically happens on her turn that she has no control over. A whirling whirlpool of water bursts from the ground, and it's going to target a random player. So, whoops.
Uh-oh.
Not 1d14.
Come on,
Whoops, not 1d14. 1d4. Okay. And that's 1, 2, 3, Mithiel Juan.
What?
Oh!
Blast
You get
it up
caught
there.
in a whirlpool of water. And currently, your character is finding it very difficult to move or do anything, in fact.
Oh, God.
Okay, and I want you to take 44 points of cold damage.
What? Oh, but I resist. Okay.
Yeah, you do have resistance, so I don't know how much damage you actually take.
19. I take 19 points.
Doesn't
Got
seem
it.
too bad.
Not too bad.
Mithiel, you cannot leave the water spout until you succeed at like breaking free from the power of the water. So you're going to need to make an athletics or a maneuver check and beat the difficulty number of the water spout. Otherwise, you cannot leave it. And any roll you make from within the water spout, you have to roll twice and take the lower amount.
Wow.
If you're trying to fight from there, right? But if you're just trying to break free, you don't need to do that. Does that make sense?
Okay. Yep.
Nice. Okay. Merveil looks at her at her heirs. Oh my god, I don't know why I'm doing that. Merveil looks at her heirs and goes, "Protect me, my children, so that I may destroy them." And she raises her hands, and suddenly an ear-shattering, piercing shriek echoes throughout the entire cavern. And you just like your eardrums look like they're about to burst. And it is insanely painful. It hits everybody in the arena except Amie. Amie, your character Grace is still hiding behind the throne, correct? It is loud and uncomfortable, but you do ultimately have cover from this area of effect attack, the screech, and you are otherwise okay. Everybody else, you'll be taking damage from the screech.
Ouch. No. So much damage is coming out. Ouch.
Ouch indeed.
I think you might be muted, Amie, by the way. I heard you IRL, but not in the game.
Typing.
Okay, everybody except Grace take 46 points of damage.
What type
Of cold
what
damage.
type of damage?
I would say it's
Of
cold
cold
damage
damage?
because it chills the soul.
Okay.
I
47.
would say
Close
my,
enough.
my bubble protects me and I don't hear anything.
Yeah, you're just like.
I'm getting Shrek'd. My ES fizzles out. Ah!
Yeah, like Mervail is screaming as he's like stuck in a water spout. Everybody, the screech also reduces your speed. Okay, by 2. Though I have made a change where your minimum speed is always at least 1. So you always have a bit of movement, unless you're like immobilized in some way. But yeah, whatever your speed is, it's reduced by 2 for your next movement. Okay, as you are wrapped in the chill, the cold of her scream, and find it very difficult to move either toward or away from Mervail. Okay, that's Mervail's turn, and now it's her children. Immediately, you see the air of flame and storm move into to defensive positions around Mervail. They raise their arms, channeling their energy shields, as a translucent bubble wraps around Mervail. They are doing the combat action, defend. What this means is that they cannot engage enemies, but if you want to target Mervail with a single target attack, you need to beat them on a maneuver or athletics check. If you do area of effect attacks like cleave, fireball, anything like that, Mervail will automatically take half damage because she's getting protected by her children. Okay. As they stand there, crouched in front of their mother.
Oh,
Yes, Zizaran.
do they take ignite damage at the start of their turn?
Yes, they do. Ching! I even figured out how much. They both take 24 points of burning damage. Do you have anything that
under the new
increases
system.
burn duration, Zizaran?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. You see the last bit of the Herald of Ash burn wear off of their bodies as like their skin starts to smoke.
Oh, yes. Increase the duration of burn effects by you for 1 turn.
Okay, nice. So that's going to happen again. So they're still actually on fire. They shuffle. They are like your classic kind of squid creature. They shuffle on like tentacles on the ground. They've got like tentacle mouths. And they actually... Mervail is still massive. She's like 10 foot tall, right? Even now she's in her fish form. They're more like man size. Okay? Now, firstly, each one of them, you notice, is running a powerful aura. The Air of Flame seems to be running a powerful anger aura that increases fire damage. And the Air of Storm is running a Wrath aura that increases lightning damage. You can quite easily recognize these effects. The Air of Flame, with a wicked grin, its fishy face smiling, points at Rockwell. No. Points at Mervail. Raises its hand and goes, burn! As a beam of fire shoots out from her hands that she's channeling. This is the ability called Incinerate. And the beam gets stronger and stronger as time goes on.
Oh my god, I'm so screwed.
I need a taunt ability.
Oops.
How much damage is?
I take 45 points of fire damage.
Oh!
He's 9's angry.
Okay. Wait, you said
Damn.
45, right?
I rolled a 9, yeah.
Okay.
That was
I'm
that
down
was
to
a good
34
roll.
life. Ah, I'm on fire! take the shirt off.
You notice that the water tornado he's in, because of the flame that feeds into it, is now like a fire tornado. You just hear screaming coming from inside.
Yes.
Thunder buddy, no!
Oh, I'm so screwed.
Okay, so that's the arrow flame, just incinerating Mervail quite happily. Next we've got the arrow storm. You see the arrow storm look at Grace and Rockwell. Well, actually look at Rockwell because she can't see Grace. And she raises her hand as a cackling arc of electricity shoots out. And it's a bit like, like Jedi lightning, Jedi, what's it called? Force lightning, right? And she just shoots out this arcing electricity and goes right at you, Rockwell. Unfortunately, Grace, you notice
I extend my lightning rod.
It's very brave of you, Rockwell. Unfortunately for you, arc bounces around corners. Yes, Grace? Amie?
I'm just wondering if my zombie positioning is important for this?
Yes, it very much is. Where are your zombies? I forgot.
Well, do we want a token for them?
Yes, can you make tokens on this?
I think you could. Maybe we could just get another skull and put a little blue aura around it or something to say that it's friendly.
That is a good idea. Okay, so I'm gonna make this here. We're gonna go zombies. 5.
And can I have control of it?
Yeah, and we'll give control here to Grace. Okay, there we go. Nice.
They were about here. They were halfway towards Merveil, wherever
Okay.
she is.
Well, the arrow storm shoots arc, and fortunately it does bounce around, but it hits your zombies. It doesn't hit you, Grace, because yeah. So that works for you. That works quite well for you, actually. Okay. Let me do a roll.
Give me what you got.
36 Rockwell has the answer.
36 points of lightning damage. Also, please check your threshold, because she's got threshold reduction of 12.
Oh, okay,
So
I better check them.
If your threshold is 48, and if your threshold is 48 or less, you're shocked.
I have 29 resist, so I take 7 points of lightning damage. I don't think that's going to break my threshold.
Yeah, you're fine.
Take 13.
You're fine.
Yeah, I'm good.
You notice that the arc that has been cast by the Air of Storm is still active and looks like it's going to bounce around and hit something else next turn.
Oh god.
What is still active?
The arc. The arc looks like it basically shoots from her hand, slams into Ziggy and 2 of the other zombies, and then it looks like it's about to bounce and shoot to something else. It's like static, like electricity just leaping around the battlefield. Okay, that is Merveil's turns. Go Rockwell.
Okay, how are you going, Mervail? Are you going to be alright? He's fine. He's fine. Okay, I'd like to take a second to have a look at a few things. Could I have a bit of a look at Merveil and the necklace she is wearing? Just kind of scope out that. My thinking is, would it be possible to remove it from her?
Okay.
Would I be able to yank it off her or something?
You remember you did an ace lore roll, okay, on the Star of Reckless. You studied it in the library just because it was an interesting topic. You know nearly everything there is to know about it that is humanly possible to know.
The rest of the party does not, though, just to be clear.
Yeah. So you know that whoever kills Merveil will get her curse, right? And that the curse originates from the amulet. Now, what you know is that there's no while the amulet has cursed her, there's no way to remove the curse. Yeah, so you could take the amulet from her and she is still cursed. You could destroy the amulet and she is still cursed, though it greatly slows down the speed of the curse if you destroy the amulet.
Would I know if the magical effects of the amulet would still be present on her if the amulet was removed from her? Would I know that it can be removed?
If you physically remove the
while
amulet,
she's still alive.
Yeah, it's a good question. If you physically remove the amulet from her, she will lose all the bonuses that the amulet grant, like curse immunity, etc.
Okay. And did you say we're all being slowed by the screech?
Yes.
Is that just a one round kind of deal?
Just for your next movement. So your next movement, you have -2 speed.
Okay. All right then. Shit.
It just basically means unless you've got a lot of bonus speed, you can't really leave your current zone.
Yeah, that's going to be a little difficult. Okay, so we have the 2 heirs. Would I be able to send a multiple projector? Hold on. Would a Stormcall hit all 3 of them? Because they're pretty close together, right?
They're all in the same zone, so Stormcall would hit all 3 of them if they're all together next round. But remember, Merveil will take half damage because she's getting protected by the heirs.
All right. I'm gonna just stare at the back of Merveil's head, like I'm just boring into the back of her skull. She's not looking at my way, so she doesn't know what I'm up to. I'm just checking her out, just scoping her out, just giving her the once up and down, little tiny, only visible to me.
You have
prick of blue light.
You have not shown to be a threat to her at all this fight because you've been using Stormcalls, which are a very subtle way of attacking. So you create an invisible arcane mark at the back of Merveil's neck, and you hear the sound of electricity building.
I do it by winking. I'm like,
hey.
But I can't wink IRL, so you just have to imagine.
You're like, hey Merveil, totally wanted to sleep with you. Pity that the Duressa got to you first back in the day. Oh, Rockwell.
Now I have move speed boots, so I'm gonna tell me if I can do this. Move out this way a little bit.
Yeah, that's fine.
Even though I'm slowed.
You don't move very far, but you're like, right? Like you limp away. You're trying to get away from Grace.
Just trying not to get arced again, you know?
Yeah.
Can I move further than that, or would that be a battle limit?
With your speed boots, yeah, you can move one more than that. That's fine.
All right, I'll move out of here.
Cool. You go heading off. You're just trying to get away. Yeah, trying to not get arced again. That sounds like a good idea. Great. Okay. Let's go to the next person. What I remember, don't forget about your Stormcall, please. It will smash down on all your enemies next turn. Look, go Grace.
I won't forget.
So important question. The thing that fell apart. So is there a corpse from Merveil's first form?
No. That was kind of like golden armor that fell off.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
It's not a corpse, unfortunately.
You don't have a gold golem, do you? Metal golem.
We must get you Desecrate sometime, Grace, so you can create corpses. That would be nice.
Yeah.
Grace,
I
curse
really-
the babies.
Yeah, that's kind of all I can do at the moment, unfortunately.
That would be super helpful.
Yeah. Trying to think of which would be dealing the most damage. Probably the arc one because it can hit multiples. I know that I'm so sorry, Mathiel, that you're still stuck in the whirlpool and she's
Okay.
still building up her incinerate.
Well,
Thinking about
yeah, if
athletic.
you curse the arc
He
one,
can-
we can
he
try to
can-
focus down the other one.
He can chug a
yeah.
flask while he's getting fucking
Yeah.
fired, NATO shredded.
Yeah. I just have this lovely image of we see Mathiel spinning in a fire tornado, and then Rockwell's looking and going, "Are you all okay? Oh, okay." He's like, "Yeah." Remember, Amie, that even though Merveil is immune to curses because of the Star of Rayclast, her children are not, so you can curse them if you want to. You can hit both of them with a curse if you so desire.
That
Excellent.
AoE.
I think I might just. Oh, can Mathiel attack? No, he's.
I have
You
to
can.
cast Oh yeah,
Probably-
yeah. So only if I want to disengage or whatever.
Yeah.
I need to roll athletics. Okay.
I think.
Grace, can you make them weaker? That arc kind of fucking hurt.
Yeah, I was gonna go early weakness, but we're gonna go enfeeble. So just a finger comes out from behind the throne.
Just a little. Fucking.
And I'm back.
As
Maybe
you
just
see
like
these,
some of this action.
you see 2 W's appear on the foreheads of the heirs of Flame and Storm.
No,
E.
Oh,
enfeebled.
E's. My apologies. E, very important. Green E's. As they appear on their foreheads, meaning that when they attack, they'll have to roll twice and take the lower result. You see momentarily the E appear on Merveil's forehead, and then the amulet glows, and literally you see the curse get sucked into the amulet. You see her go, yes. Okay.
Oh shit.
Curse creature.
I just thought it wouldn't work. Hold on, because I rolled my fucking billion points of lore roll, would I know that it would be absorbing curses or something like that?
It is absorbing curses, but it's like a long-term thing. It just means that it speeds
Okay.
up the speed at which she loses her insanity.
Ah,
That's all.
So she's gonna get even more of a fucking crazy bitch.
Yeah, she's gonna get even more crazy if such a thing is possible. But it doesn't just like directly just like boost up her stats or something. Okay.
Wait, the zombies can't move, can they? Because they got the screech. I've added there.
Oh, they're so close though.
Can they move?
They're like very, very close to Merveil from where you position them. So you're lucky you position them right there. They can like limp slowly over to Merveil and do an attack. Bloop. Hey. You still got 5 zombies, right? The 3 of them are like still getting shocked by the arc as they slam into Merveil. Now there is a tab on your character sheet, Grace. Amie, I don't know if to call you by your character name or your real name.
Character names.
So a woman of many names. So you can check their damage on that sheet. It should have their damage with auras included.
Okay, total with auras included should be 18 then. I don't know why it's got current 6. Maybe because we turned something off.
That might be their damage without auras. I'm not sure. But
okay.
So they each do 18. Good God, that is wonderful. Okay. So all 5 zombies run into Merveil, and you notice that even though their fists carry quite a punch from the power of your fire and lightning auras, you know, they're like 5 zombies running up, you know, Pox and Hellman zombies leading the charge as they're like smashing into Merveil. You do notice that Merveil seems to be very, very tough against nearly all forms of damage, but particularly elemental damage, as she weathers a large chunk of the blows.
Okay.
Okay, cool. But they do make some penetration. You notice like some smoking like holes in her arm, and she like one of her tentacles blocks the blob of zombies from rushing her completely. Okay, cool. Nice.
Free.
Mathia!
So
You're still in a fire
panicking.
tornado.
Yeah, I'm so scared. I'm like panicking. I rip out my flask, I like spill it all over myself, and I heal for a little bit because I was in a little bit of trouble there.
Okay.
And then, yeah, go. And then after that, I'd like to escape the fire tornado, right?
Yes.
Because that slows me down. Okay, so I'll do it. I'll try to do that. I'm like struggling.
Okay.
Roll.
Good luck.
E10. Okay, it's athletics, right?
It's athletics or maneuver, whichever is higher for you.
Which
is probably
my
maneuver.
maneuver's pretty high.
Yeah. You're pretty dexterous.
Oh, 20.
20. That very easily allows you to slip out of the tornado. Maybe you're the wrong person to be targeted by this thing.
Yes.
As you leap out of it. No problem at all. Like your hair, like flowing. Somehow, one part of your body that isn't burnt is your hair. You know, your body is smoking, but your hair is fine. As you come leaping out and manage to get out of the whirling tornado. Cool. You're good. You can attack without any problems if you so wish, or try and run away.
So I'm out. I'll move. I'm like, I can move like one tile. I guess I'll move like around the side so I can hit all 3.
Yeah, stand behind
and
me.
I'd like to use double strike, or sorry, cleave multi-strike again. Here we go. Hoot hoot. Yes.
Cool.
2 hits of 68 damage again. So
very nice.
136
Rolling a
damage.
7. Yeah. So 68 points of damage for each attack. Very, very nice. The two heirs, the 2 daughters of Merveil, are starting to, you know, their energy shields are starting to flicker and fade as their spiritual energy gets weaker. First things first. Though you notice that you barely harm Merveil with this attack because of the bodies of her children standing in front of her, blocking the blows of your wild cleaving. So their defense is proving to be quite effective. Okay, great. Go Zizaran.
Right, I'm going to double strike the one to my left, which I believe is not the arc one, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
You're going for the air of flame.
Yeah.
Cool.
So plus 12, plus 5.
Yeah, they do have enfeeble as well. Nice. That's what the green circle stands for.
Yeah, right. I think I have even better than last time now. There. 63.
Hey, you roll a 5 for 63 points of damage.
That's bad.
Zavon, you get lots of kills, even though you have like the lowest damage in the party. Zavon, describe your kill of the Heir of Flame.
Right, okay. I sort of like hit it in the chest, so like from down here, and then like eviscerate it and make it like splash all over Merveil. So like the guts and stuff is just flowing over Merveil's face. And then I scream like, another one!
Another one. And another one.
And then
crumples to the ground.
Daughter.
I ignite
Have you
the
killed
other.
all the daughters so far? Like, have you been
Yeah.
responsible for the deaths of all the daughters? Your daughter
Savannah's
kill
a
count is so
lady
Skill
high.
stealing.
He's a lady killer, man. He's a lady killer. Hey.
Baby killer.
Still, Joanne sets them up for me, and then I'm like, "Okay, still, I've been playing Dota and Han, so you know it's all about last hitting."
The Heir of Flame
Infanticide.
explodes into a gout of flame from your Herald of Ash, immediately igniting Merveil and the Heir of Storm for half of the damage.
Are there flash charges?
4 flask charges go flying into the air to be ready to be absorbed. Your shield flask has since worn off. Okay.
Yeah.
You standing your ground. You're not moving anywhere, Svan.
No, I can't defend Merveil with an axe, right?
You can defend him. Oh, you know, yeah, you don't have a shield. You need a shield to defend.
Okay, well,
Okay.
I position myself like between them and him.
Yeah. Okay, so it's Merveil's turn. So immediately I'm going to resolve actions from the previous turn. Arc has an innate property called Chain. Chain means that it hits an enemy and then it bounces to a new enemy the next turn. Okay, again. So firstly, the Arc from the Heir of Storm.
It was on one of the zombies, wasn't it, last?
Yes.
As well.
So now it's going to
Move
choose a
with it,
new
sweet.
target to bounce to, and it's going to bounce into Zavon and Merveil. So
Oh god.
it goes straight for the zombies, and you're like, shit!
Okay.
As this bolt of electricity goes flying towards you. If the Heir of Storm had died, the arc would have dissipated. But, you know, you live and learn.
You killed the wrong one. The incinerator would have been nasty next turn.
Oh, I only roll a 3, so it's 27 points of lightning damage. Nothing to write home about. Zavon is just like, please, please.
I haven't taken damage yet. Man, feeble.
Okay. At this point, you see Merveil look at Merveil and go,
Wait,
Oh.
you have to roll again for the enfeeble.
oh
and
yeah.
has Ziggy's thing gone off yet?
In case it gets worse, that's on my turn.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
I
is
forgot.
it?
I forgot about the enfeeble. Thank you. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's I rolled 3 again, so no change. So yeah. So
It was more of a mental thing.
so much for that. Yeah. Okay. At this point, you see Merveil look directly into Merveil's eyes and goes, and she says,
Oh.
"Our romance was so short. Care to join me? One more time?" She says, smiling.
No.
people him again.
Not again.
Okay. Merveil Horn, please make a soul control check.
This shit.
I add
Fuck.
soulcraft or soul endurance.
Does he get a
Sorry,
bonus
soul
from
endurance.
last time?
Yeah, you get a +4 bonus because you have previously been charmed by her and fought it off.
Okay. And then what do I add? Soul endurance, you said, or
Yes,
soul?
soul
craft?
endurance.
Okay.
Don't
Okay,
fall for
plus
her
9.
charms.
Here we go. Oh, 13, is that enough?
I roll an 8 and get 18. You
No!
roll a 4 and
Don't
get
believe
13.
her lies. What the hell?
Once again.
He's so weak of mind.
Hit me this time!
I'm so dumb.
Merveil Horn, what do you
makes
say
you-
to
Sorry.
Merveil, the love of your life, who you love more than
say-
anything?
I say, did it hurt when you fell from heaven?
Kiss one of her tentacles, just like.
Yeah. I'm just slurping one of the tentacles.
Yeah, this tentacle is like brushing along your face, like gently caressing you, stroking back your hair. He's like, I'm sorry I harmed you, my love, but you were not of a clear mind. Now, kill them.
Oh gosh.
I yell out that I can't wait to kill Merveil and bathe in her blood.
Merveil Horn, please play a character as optimally as possible, knowing the strengths and weaknesses of your current party. For...
It's my turn again?
Yeah, no. You only get to act on your turn. In the initial
Oh, okay,
order,
okay. That's what I
Which
thought,
is
yeah.
away. See, last time it was your turn immediately after Merveil, which made it like really crushing, but now that's like not quite as bad.
Can he reach anyone else?
Yes. But he's like standing right next to you. And he's
No, I meant anyone else than me.
he's got Dream Feather, so he's got a speed of like 6. He can like run back and forth across the caravan like 3 times. He's like
Oh my god.
I'm not engaged. Okay, good.
Yeah, he's not currently engaged by anyone either, unless you decide to attack him, Zizaran.
Yes,
Anyway,
bad.
okay, so that's the charm. Now Merveil still gets an action. Okay. Merveil turns and looks at you, Zizaran, and she gives a ear-shattering roar. She raises her tentacles, and a massive pulse, freezing pulse of ice shoots out from her body. It's more like a hurricane.
I'm free showers.
She seems to be putting every ounce of power, but she's lost a bit of damage because of she lost the fire aura, unfortunately. That makes me very sad. I roll a 1! No! No!
So basically, what happens is I'm like, oh, I haven't had a shower all week. This is great. Oh yeah, fuck, there's no shampoo here. Oh my god.
Your hair looks like almost like, I don't know, like a Super Saiyan form now. It's been like sculpted. It's got like icicles on it, like sticking up and like really sharp.
My hair is blue. Would you say?
Yeah, your hair is blue. Your hair is very much blue.
The blue hair is now canon.
Clutch. That was an unclutch 1 roll. But another automatic thing happens on Merveil's turn, and that is the water spout. And the water spout is going to target a random enemy. There's only one. There's only 3 enemies. So it's 1, 2, 3.
33%.
Zizaran!
How does this affect me since I can walk on water?
That is true. I'm
point.
gonna rule, because you've got the water walking ability from your signature item, that this doesn't affect you at all. But you still take damage.
Wow.
I don't think I hurt you with a water spout. 31 points of cold damage.
Yes, I'm so clean.
So broken.
Great. What
So
is the
broken.
what is the item that gives you water walking, Zizaran?
My amulet.
Okay. As the spout appears beneath your feet, your amulet starts to glow. You basically run around the rim of the whirlpool as it forms, and as it rises, you just start running around the column, like. And then you're like standing on it, getting ready to like jump off and attack Merveil. No problem. Water walking's pretty cool. And finally,
So am I surfing on it?
yeah, you're surfing. You're actually surfing on it right now. Okay, and finally, it's the Air of Storm to go. The Air of Storm is looking at this and is just like, looks at Zizaran and looks at him like spinning on the thing, and she's just kind of like, whoa. And she immediately turns to Rockwell and shoots out another arcing beam of electricity. Fortunately, Rockwell, because you've moved away from everybody else, this beam will not bounce to anybody else. Okay.
I'll take one for the team. Please don't crit.
Please don't crit me.
I'll be okay if you don't crit.
I crit.
What the fuck?
I roll a 10.
Oh, it's
Okay.
not that bad.
I get
It's
to add
not that
bonus crit
bad.
damage. So that is a bonus 12 damage. So that is 50 points of lightning damage. With
8 points of lightning damage.
50 points of lightning
Alright.
damage. And 12 threshold reduction.
There's like, you notice some like little like flaming bits on my clothes and my skin's scorched, but I'm okay. I'm okay.
Okay. You take
Did
the
they
hit.
take ignite damage?
Yeah, the air takes the ignite damage now. Bloop. 31 points. Nice. Okay. So you see the burn continue to burn across the Air of Storm's body. She's like, "Rah!" Remember, guys, there is no enfeeble on Merveil. The Star of Rayclast, her unique item, makes her immune to curses.
No, but didn't he get arced?
You
Oh
got
yeah,
it.
enfeeble.
10? Reroll the
Enfeeble.
10.
Oh, yeah, the Arc
Enfeeble.
got enfeeble. Oh, thank you for reminding me.
Enfeeble. Don't roll a 10 again, please.
Okay, let's see how good
Roll a
enfeeble
10.
is. Sorry, Zivan, for forgetting about that. I get excited
Good call.
sometimes just to kill you guys.
Retcon.
And I roll an 8. No crit.
Ooh.
Alright, that's slightly better.
Slightly
In this alternate
better.
dimension where Gracie enfeebled him.
Yeah, so
I'm okay.
You see a mirror reality where no Enfeeble was cast, and you're like, Enfeeble's pretty good.
I'm like, that would have been bad.
Yeah. So instead of 50 points of lightning, it's 32.
That's 3 points of damage. That gets 3
points of damage.
Far better.
Not
it's so
enough.
much better.
Horrors, man. Okay.
Thank you, Gracie.
Cool. That is my bad guy's turn. Go Rockwell.
Gracie, I owe you one. And then I'd like to yell out to turn to Gracie and yell one. Gracie, tie up. Fucking what's his name again? Mervail with your zombies and maybe curse him. You just need to lock him down. He's a real fucking problem. Yes. we would know, right? Because he's like kissing and licking the tentacle right now.
I was hiding behind the throat.
He's
I'm
kissing
like-
the tentacle.
I'm like, Gracie, he's fucking like filleting a tentacle over there. Get your zombies onto him, stat. Okay.
Okay, Rockwell.
And then
what do you do?
I'd like to like moonwalk in the direction of Mervail, not even facing her, while this storm calls crashes down on her and her baby.
Yeah, she's gonna take half damage because she's getting protected by the Air of Storm. But
Does
Let
that
me,
hit?
it's gonna hit both of
now?
them. It does hit Mervail. Mervail's in the zone, so it's gonna hit him.
Oh yeah, he is.
God.
Right.
However, it's the way friendly fire works in the system is your abilities cannot harm allies in your mind that you designate. Are you designating him as an ally or not?
Yeah, I don't want to kill him. I think we just want to lock him down with the zombies. So,
Okay.
I channel a little bit of extra concentration into it as I do my moonwalk, and as I like do this and spin around, the storm core crashes down, harmlessly enveloping cute dog, but blasting the baby and the veil.
You're
Go.
gonna regret that, Rockwell.
72
So
points.
I move up there, and then as I do my spin, I pull out my staff, and I moonwalk, and as I spin, the storm code goes off, and at the exact same time, I smash her with a heavy strike.
Oh, awesome. Okay, that's so cool.
I have other skills.
Wait,
That's
can
so
you
cool.
stop cute dog?
I'm not going to be doing that. Gracie's got him covered.
Yeah,
Gracie's got it
Grace is
covered.
going to control him. Okay, firstly,
I trust in Gracie.
describe your
I have to-
Stormcore kill on the Air of Storm.
Oh yes, no protections. Nice. I mean, it flickers as this happens, and meanwhile I'm spinning around in its heavy strike. It would have blocked the blow from the heavy strike, but it like flickers a few times. You see its skeleton like in a cartoon, and then it just disintegrates, and my staff passes through it as the ashes just swirl around my staff before it connects and slams into Mervail.
Merveil seems not very damaged because she's being protected by her children. She looks at the smoldering corpses of her children and goes, "It is all right," she says, looking at Mervail. I have a new love now who will protect me with his life." Yes. And once again, just strokes his cheek with one of her slithering
And then she gets
tentacles.
fucking clobbered in the gut by my staff.
Use your staff, Rockwell. How much damage do you do?
67 points of damage,
Very nice.
in addition to the 72 from the storm call.
Okay. 67 points of damage. You raise your staff, and then you raise your other staff, and then you slam her with all your might. She recoils back slightly, but she is very tough and very large. And she gives a grunt and turns and goes, "I should be paying more attention to you."
I'd like to point out that to everyone else, I just whacked her with my staff and she exploded with lightning damage as a baby evaporated as my staff passed through it. I'd just like to point out that
this is true.
scene for everyone.
You've like basically come out with like there's like blood and gore like spattered all around you, like the body of Mervail smoking from the lightning, and you're just standing there with your glorious beard.
Mr. DM, I'd like to entreat you something. I did something that looked very fucking impressive, right? Could I roll for like the cool factor or an intimidation, if you prefer, to try and lure our prior compatriot back to our side with the fucking epicness of that move?
The move is very epic, but for the balance purposes of my monster, I'm gonna
I can't
say
just do
that,
epic shit and convince him.
yeah. Look, I might give a bonus to a roll based on a cool description, or maybe I could add extra damage because I think the description is cool. I'm okay with that. But in terms of like getting Mervail out of his spell, you need to slap him in the face hard and directly, right?
Ooh.
And then he might have a chance of getting out early. Is the mechanic I have.
I do
Okay.
have threshold reduction. That's unlikely to shock her, given her life total, I'm guessing.
Yeah, you have a threshold reduction of 6. It's not
Or
enough.
stun.
Her threshold
Doesn't Heavy
is-
Strike have a... Doesn't stun... Heavy Strike also have additional stun?
Yeah, it's got
30. It's got... Well, I don't know what it is under the new system. It was 30, apparently.
It is 12 now. So you've actually, with Heavy Strike, you've got a threshold reduction of 18. Is that enough? So it's close, but not quite enough to stun her.
Okay.
Yeah. I've simplified stun and shock in the system. It's pretty intuitive now. If you're stunned, you have to roll twice and take the lower result on your attack roll. And if you're shocked, all enemies who attack you can roll twice and take the higher amount. Just so you know.
Okay.
A little
Cool.
simpler than
So
like
it's just
minus X
this
damage.
lucky, unlucky system is rolling out to a bunch of mechanics. Cool.
Yeah, it just makes the system flow better, I feel. Okay.
Cool.
Great.
All right.
Very nice,
I've done a
Rockwell.
lot of epic stuff.
Both the heirs are dead. Both the heirs are dead. Thanks to Rockwell and Zizaran. Okay, go Grace.
I have a question.
Yes,
Can I do a stealth and hide?
you can.
Oh.
What, and still cast
Smart.
a spell?
Yeah, so remember you have your major action and a minor action. Minor action is skill use, and major action is like doing an ability. So you can be like,
Oh, cool.
do ability, and then minor action, whoop, hide.
Okay.
No problem.
I'm gonna do that then. I'm gonna cast Enfeeble on Mervail.
Can you just get like your zombies to link arms and like surround him? So he has to make
Ah.
an able to get to you?
Yeah, we'll get to that, especially depending on if I can hide or not. So Enfeeble
call.
will hit him,
So you're enfeebling
and
Mervail.
then yes,
There's an E on your forehead, Mervail Vaughn. I'm so sorry to tell
and
you
now
that.
I'm gonna I'm gonna try and hide.
Nice.
Is a 13 successful against, I don't know, I guess Mervail?
Well, anybody who's actively looking for you is going to have to get 13 to see you on a perception check.
Okay, and is there anything else big I can hide behind that isn't the throne?
Yeah, there's like lots of like barnacles and rocks and seaweed and
The
musk.
chest?
You want to hide in the chest?
Oh, can I hide
I
in
love
it too?
Yeah, you can.
Become the loot.
You're quite a small old lady, so you open the chest, like you see no one's paying attention to you right now, and you're like,
Just like
and you hop into the chest and close it.
clam up.
If this was Dark Souls, this could have gone really bad.
Mimic Aether.
Yeah.
Chest is a mimic.
I'm gonna. That would be a bit bad if it was mimic. Then that would just be goodbye, Grace. I'm gonna say that's a really cool idea. So I'm gonna give you a +2 on your stealth roll. So your stealth total is 15. Okay.
Nice.
Cool. And I direct my zombies to Mervail.
Okay. They're like, "Ruh, ruh, ruh," and they're just gonna engage him. You don't want them to attack him, right?
Well,
Oh no!
It's up to you. Like
Can they slap him senseless to like,
in-
or bring him back to his senses with some slap?
in particular, Puck Zombie and Hellman Zombie are like. They're clenching their fists and they look very, very excited to tear into Mervail Juan right now.
I feel
Fire
like
grudges.
they have to, just because he's gonna go for some other people and he's such a big threat that he might have to take a downing.
Yeah.
I don't
Oh.
think they can crit,
Damn, savage.
so I think he's safe.
It's your
We
move.
just have to knock him out.
Yeah.
So
I'm
Grace
gonna,
is like from this chest. It's you or me.
I'm gonna rule that the zombies can't do like a slap because they're zombies and they are flesh-rending undead monstrosities and they don't have that kind of compassion or intelligence. Okay, so just remind me again how much damage each of your zombies does.
18.
18.
Fuck, we're
Times
killing
five.
ourselves.
Uh,
She's tearing this party apart.
Mervail Juan, what is your armor?
My armor? Well, I don't have Ziggy's determination anymore, so my base armor is
Huh.
27.
Okay. Yeah, your armor is really, really powerful. And by the way, I quoted a rule last session about aura damage not being able to be mitigated. I was wrong about that. I checked my own rulebook. So it can be mitigated. But Anyway, Merveil's armor is absurdly high thanks to things like Dream Feather and stuff. So as the zombies come running, like all 5 of the zombies come running towards him, you see him kind of like, you know, like everything slows down for a moment as he's like, woo, 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 woo. Like he dodges all of the attacks. He like jumps up on top of one of the zombies' heads, pirouettes, like kicks it back, lands on the ground, and he's like surrounded by the zombies, you know, and he's in that pose where like you lean down, the blades above him, and he's just panting, and he's like, his like abs like glistening in the light, utterly unharmed by the assault. Okay. Go traitor! Go Merveil Juan. It's your turn.
So does he get to roll to save now, or?
So first, I
at
need
the end of his
to.
turn.
If I want to engage Grace, I have to first do a maneuver check, then do a stealth check.
I'm pretty sure you have to do 5 maneuver checks for each zombie. One for each zombie.
So just to throw out there, you don't know where Grace is right now. You can do a perception check to try to find her. Do you want to do that as a minor
perception
action?
check. Hmm.
It also
But
means you
how do I
can't use a
attack her if
flask.
I'm engaged by the zombies?
You could try break the zombies' engagement with maneuver.
Oh, okay. I'll do that first. So I'll try to break maneuver first.
Okay. Make a roll. Grace, you can make
You
a
might
maneuver.
live down your zombies.
Yes.
Yeah.
20.
Damn.
12. Okay. I mean, it feels like
so, like,
really dexterous.
Slip and dodge in between the zombies, and I laugh at Pox. I'm like, haha. And you need to go to the gym. You need to lift some more. And then I would like to search for Grace in the room.
Okay, you're looking around. You're like,
All right. And this is a stealth check or
perception check to try and
Perception.
see her. You
Okay,
need to beat
let's go.
15. 15 or higher to see her.
Zombies, whisper, I'm over
Here we go.
Puppet mode. Throw your voice, Grace.
Oh, it's a 2!
My
Still
89 eyes can't see anything.
You see this like little chest giggling in the corner.
here.
All right. Well, in that case, I set my sights on Rockwell. I say, remember, I told you you're gonna regret this. And I elemental hit, multi-strike him.
Ooh.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
Enfable.
Oh, I'm enfeebled, so I gotta roll twice, right?
Yeah, you're gonna have to roll twice.
Come on.
to-
Oh fuck, I might be
The
fucked.
first one, 9. Okay.
Oh.
Let's go again.
Oh shit!
First one was 9. Oh god.
No!
You crit.
Yeah!
Oh! You don't crit!
Fucking enfable.
I did nothing. No!
Oh, that's incredible.
Oh my god!
And you've already used your dual-wielding reroll for the combat, so that can't get you out of this one. I'm so sorry, Merveil,
Oh
but
gosh.
you miss your attack completely. No damage is dealt, because it's a natural
miss.
one.
It's a complete miss.
Yeah,
Oh,
natural ones are
fuck.
complete misses in the system.
I'm just
so you do
like,
not-
Wow.
See, I love you.
the E is just glowing on his head, and you're just like, yes! As he's just like, eh! He just swings weakly and weakly
I just
and pathetically.
casually deflect it with my staff and like, come back to us, Merveil. This is not you.
Okay, very nice. So no damage is dealt by Merveil. I thought he was just going to take someone down. Go Zizaran.
Right. I'm going to. Oh wait, how did he do against his save roll after his turn?
Oh yeah, you can make a roll now to try to break the control of Merveil.
Oh.
You now have a bonus instead of +4, it's +8. Every time you are successfully mind control, you get another bonus of +4.
Okay, gotcha. 18.
I roll a 6 and I get 16, so you just make it.
Sweet.
Come back, I'm fucking
where am I?
You break free.
You're back, laddie. You're back.
There's a tentacle on your face! Ah! Ah!
Oh,
You're like
there's
still.
a weird taste in my mouth. Oh, I think I swallowed it.
Yeah.
He swallowed it. Oh my god!
Ugh.
Merveil swallows.
Might be bragging on.
So, you are free from the curse of Merveil, yes. Okay, go Zizaran.
Rockwell, when you killed the daughter, was there any fast charges?
Oh yeah, that would have been.
There would have been 4.
Yeah, I didn't need them, so they would have zoomed
I
over
only
to
need
whoever
2
needed
if
them.
someone else needs.
I think no one else needs any, so.
Okay, I'll full potion
Second.
then. Right. Okay, I'm going to double strike Merveil. 51 points of damage.
Okay. Still standing firm against Merveil herself, you raise your axe and you smash it into her once again. She recoils, but again, she's not even badly in it. Like, she seems very, very tough, very, very powerful. And she takes the blow in her stride with very, very high armor. But you start to see, the
It's all
cracks.
fire damage.
Is it fire damage? Oh, of course, it's Herald Dash. Never mind. She actually got similar armor and elemental resistance, so that I don't have to recalculate things, thank God. But yeah, she takes the blow quite handsomely. Though you notice that holes in her body are starting to appear. Like, there's like a couple of gaping holes in her chest at the repeated barrage of assaults that you've been landing on her. Okay. Go Merveil. Merveil looks around and goes,
She takes ignite damage as well.
She takes 33, yes, thank you.
One more turn, I think.
Yeah, because it burns twice, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Nice.
So, she looks around on her turn and goes, I think I need a new pet. He looks around.
No!
He looks around. And go, and
I start moonwalking away.
you see her like looking at Savannah and goes, "You're not much of a threat, though you're a bit of a pest." And then she turns to Rockwell and goes, "Now you are someone I could be quite interested in seducing."
I'm like psyching myself up.
Yeah, you're getting ready for this.
Stay out of my head! Stay out of my head!
Because you're preparing and because your accent is awesome, I'm going to give you a +2 bonus to your soul endurance check to resist being controlled by Merveil.
Soul endurance. Okay.
I roll a 5 and get 15.
Plus 7 for me. Okay. 15.
It's a tie! Okay, let's roll again. Let's do it.
Oh god, okay.
I get 15 again.
15 again. Okay. Stay out of my head. No.
Oh.
Stay out
All
of
of a
my...
sudden, what was repulsing me, the thoughts of the tentacles before, all of a sudden I'm like, you know what? That ain't so bad. I want me some of that tentacle action.
You actually get embraced by Merveil. Like, the tentacles wrap around you for a moment. And like,
I'm just like,
stroking your beard.
It's so good. So slimy yet satisfying.
Like the tentacles like run along your staff and like, they like string out your beard a bit. And she's like, honey, I think you should shave after all of this is done. I think you'll look more respectable.
Yes, I'll definitely shave. I don't even like this beard if you don't.
Good.
Internally, my little locked away portion of my brain is like, no.
Oh god. Okay. Well, okay, that's the mind control. So now, next up is water spout. Zizaran, damn it! You're still running around the water spout, and it's not going anywhere. Again, Merveil doesn't have any conscious control of this. It's just like it's like the spirit, her curse, attacks things that threaten her, right? So it's just like attacking something randomly. It's attacking Zizaran, who happens to be immune to the effect because of the water walking. So you just carry on running around, like around the water spout, completely unimpressed with its effects. You do take a little bit of damage.
Do I though?
Probably nothing you can't handle. 16. I roll a 2. You don't take any damage.
I don't take a damage on a 10.
Well, I do get a bonus crit damage, but yeah, it's very hard to hurt you right now, I won't lie. Okay, then Merveil herself whips around, no longer with Rockwell as a concern. She turns and looks at you, Zizaran, and goes, "It's really time I kill you," she says, as once again she breathes in, and a massive hurricane of cold comes rushing towards you.
A gentle breeze.
We're gonna be so clean after this. Oh,
I roll a 9, and
Ooh,
because you are wearing a cloak of flame, it increases the crit window.
yeah, I'm aware.
So Merveil only crits on a
Against
10,
you?
but now she crits on a 9 against you thanks to your unique armor. Sorry to say. So she crits you, And the crit damage increases her damage by 25. Which is 30...
Doesn't do simple math.
39. Yeah, it doesn't do simple math. 139 points of cold damage.
Wait, 133.
Oh, sorry, 133 points of cold damage.
Ziggy math.
Not only that, she also has a significant threshold reduction. She has a threshold reduction of 24. For purposes of freezing you.
My threshold's 28.
Yeah, you're frozen. Are you... How do you take the blow? 133, yeah, sorry. My math is bad.
Yeah, I have 21 life yet left.
Yeah, it is a very impressive... Like, the previous Hurricane did absolutely nothing except, like, gel your hair. This one is an entire matter entirely, as you're the only person in the party that could possibly hope to actually take this hit and still be standing. The fact that you are is a miracle, because you see the stone behind you, like, disintegrate and shatter into a little million pieces. Somehow you're not, like, dead from this. As this gale, this, like, roaring hurricane just obliterates everything behind you and almost obliterates you. You're standing there encased in ice. You're frozen, which means your speed is reduced by 1, and all effects against you have an increased crit range. So now Mervail will crit you on an 8 or higher.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah. Okay. She roars in triumph. Yes! Die! 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 Okay, that's Mervail. Go! Go, Rockwell. Mervail's love.
Oh, okay. I'd like to scan around for any missing party members first. I'll roll my perception.
Oh gosh.
While I'm looking around, I'm like, "Don't stop! Don't you see? She's so beautiful. We must protect such beauty." I'm like getting caressed by there's like a tentacle poking in my ear and swirling around.
Oh, wonderful.
Perception. Oh, I have high perception.
I like it.
1d10 plus 9.
Oh.
I don't think that works. You can't roll 0.
Yeah, you can't roll 0.
1d0. I rolled a 1d0. I got a 0. Is that a critical success or a critical failure? Doesn't she have 15 stealth?
You've got 15. You do not see Grace.
I like look around, see like a inconspicuous chest,
Yeah.
and I'm like, alright. Oh, snowball! So zombies, Zizaran, and Merveil are all in range of me.
Yes. So firstly, what's this going to
Genuinely
do?
scared.
Ice Nova engages, which means you're now all engaged by Rockwell, which means you can't target
I'm
Mervail.
protecting my love.
You're protecting your
I'm
love.
protecting my love.
It's brilliant.
I know. I'm gonna fuck the party here. I'm sure. Or they're gonna kill me.
Bravo.
All right. Oh my god.
Wow, you roll a 10.
Internal
rolls a
words
10.
spell out. No.
Please remember to
I
add
think I'm
your
done.
higher of your
I'm like,
strength or
leave,
intelligence to.
Leave this place.
So what's the bonus damage on that?
Oh yeah, what's my bonus?
The higher of your strength
how's
or
the crit
intelligence.
bonus- How's the crit bonus work now? Is it just still the damage from your int or whatever?
It's still the same.
No
Yeah.
auras, yeah.
Okay. What is my int?
Isn't it 35?
I have 30 int.
Yeah.
I have 30 int.
Okay.
So is that plus 30?
Yeah.
Was that a non-auras roll, Ziggy? You remember to write roll?
Oh, how much is the aura damage there?
12.
Yeah, take off the 12. Okay. So it's just add...
83 plus 30.
Yeah.
103. No, 113.
113, yeah.
Okay. 113 points of cold damage from Ziggy's ass, Nova.
Wow.
0. I'm down to 0.
You're down to 0?
I'm dead.
Oh, fuck.
I got knocked out.
I got knocked out.
Oh, shit. Okay. Both Merveil and Zizaran crumple to the ground. Not dead, but they are unconscious. I'm gonna put little skulls and crossbones on you guys to indicate your unconscious state. Grace is starting to think that maybe she should just stay in this chest for a very long time. They both crumple to the ground, and like Rockwell is standing triumphant, having just taken down 2 party members simultaneously. He's like,
I just go and embrace Merveil, ready to stay with her for the rest of my days.
Yes.
Serve as a loyal companion.
Yeah, and remember guys, remember the rules. player characters and important plot NPC characters cannot die in one hit, regardless of whether it's a crit or not. The dying on a crit rule is only for non-player characters.
Oh yeah, I suppose as a cruel twist of fate, I need to roll whether I break a charm now and find out what I've done.
Yes, you need to roll to see if your mind control
real
breaks.
high.
Is it soul endurance?
It is soul endurance, yes, and you get an additional +4 to your roll because this is now you'll get an additional plus every time you try and roll against it.
So he's total +6.
I rolled 13.
Yeah, you're +6, I think.
Oh, is it +6?
Wait,
So
why
50.
did you do 1d10 +4?
Yeah, you should have added
got a
more.
bonus. Yeah.
Oh.
You get a bonus of +4.
Oh shit, I don't even know what I just rolled. Okay, well let's just take the D10 roll, which was 9.
9
You
plus.
drew then.
+4 plus my soul endurance is 5, so +9.
So +9.
Sorry.
You beat me by 1.
I
Is what you're saying.
got 18, yeah.
I get
Yeah.
17. You get 18. I was very close. I rolled a 7 plus 10.
So my senses returned to me, and I looked to my fallen compatriots, and like my hands blew from the ice nova. I'm like, oh dear God, what have I done?
Oh man.
It would almost be better if I just stayed under a control. I
Yeah.
don't have to know. I don't have
Yeah.
to know.
Grace.
Bog.
You're looking at this like peeping through the chest.
Does Rockwell like make a motion as though he's just snapped out of it?
Yes. He
Yeah,
does.
I've like fallen to my knees, like, no, what have I done? I don't even see Gracie, so I assume she's dead too. 'Cause I lost track of her during that.
2 crits in a row, man. It's rough.
Okay, question. Again, I have
Oh,
lots of
don't I
mechanics
still?
questions.
Oh no, it's at the very end of your roll, isn't it? That roll?
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't have a minor action. Oh, yeah, it's the end of
Yeah.
my rolls.
You can talk if you want to, but that's as far as you can.
Okay.
No,
that's
if I use
crying.
phase run,
Yes?
would giving someone a flask pull me out of phase?
No. It's only attacks.
Oh, nice.
Okay, cool. Yep, alright. I'll first off send my zombies to engage Merveil.
Your zombie rugby team, your football team of zombies goes rushing towards Merveil, and they're like,
Are the
as they
zombies
leap
alive
and
or dead,
slam
though?
into her.
No, they're alive. They're fine.
Okay.
Yeah, they haven't actually
Well,
died.
not
I guess it was
fine.
a hell.
This is like the first big fight they haven't died in. Okay, and each of them slam into Merveil for 18 points of damage.
And I'm looking between Mathiel and Ziz and Mathiel and Zavon. Okay.
Zizaran,
Phase run.
I can't say anything. Never mind.
Phase run, come pelting out of the chest. I can just stand up through it, can't I?
Yeah, so phase run allows you to phase through inorganic matter, and the chest is made of metal, so that's not a problem. So you turn into like a living shadow, and you can just you can sink into the ground. You just might get lost and never come out again, so that would be bad. But yeah, you can just run through anything essentially that isn't alive or magical. So yeah,
Okay.
you turn into a shadow.
Yep. I'm going to just. How many churns does it last for? Because if it runs out and I'm still under the ground, I'm going to be sad.
It lasts for 2 turns, if I remember correctly.
Alright, I'll see what I can do. I'm going
Let me
to
check the
just run underground and then put my mouth up so I can breathe properly. And around, like, reach
Snorkel.
up and around Zavon's mouth. Oh wait, is he frozen above the ground?
Yes.
Alright. Would we call the frozen waterfall that he's on organic material?
No, that's just water. You can phase through it.
Alright, I'll be standing in the frozen waterfall thing, and just an arm reaches around, kind of shadowy, and...
There's a good chance that nobody's even seen you yet, Grace, because you are like a shadow, and phase run gives you +10 to your stealth. So again, unless someone's specifically looking for you, and looking for you inside a frozen waterfall with like this blue-haired guy who was like, tough and tanky, and now he's just like... Right.
Okay. Is the waterfall gonna become unfrozen though next turn?
Yeah, and next turn it's just gonna shatter, and he's gonna fall onto the floor. Okay.
Alright, I'll drop below the ground.
You're like, Please don't rematerialize in the ground. Please don't rematerialize in the ground as you stand there sinking into the ground. Okay.
And also, just a quick question about dismissing the enfeeble thing. Is that just like a free action that I can stop it being on Mithiel? Okay.
Yeah. The curse actually went away anyway because he's unconscious, but yeah.
Right.
But yeah, you could have done it otherwise. Cool. That's a very nice turn. So Ziz, you get up again. And heal your threshold in HP from the flask, which is quite a bit, if I remember correctly.
So I just look up and just see this guy that was unconscious just get back up. That's all I see. Maybe like a floating potion.
You like break out of the ice, so the ice is breaking around you as you like get to your feet, and you see like Mervail turn around and look at you and go like, "What? I thought you were dead."
I realize Grace is still alive, but I don't say anything because I don't want to draw attention to it. So I'm just like,
when Merveil says, "I thought you were dead," I say, "No, all your daughters are dead. I am very much
still
alive."
sass talking.
Mithiel, you enjoy a nice vacation as you stand there, frozen solid, lying on the floor. From next turn, you're going to have to start to make death saving throws to not die.
Oh no.
You get 1 round grace period, and then every round after that, it's assault endurance. And if you fail it, you die. Okay.
Feeling good.
Goes Zizaran.
Okay, I want to flask up. Oh wait, something about describe? I've never been down before. Do we get to describe the hit that downs us?
Yeah, battle scar, please, Zizaran.
Okay.
And Mithiel, you can think of yours too.
Between all like the permafrost from Merveil and all the like ice things and Rockwell's ice nova, like especially my throat area is covered over in like a dark red scar from like permafrost, and my hair is turned blue, and it's changed my voice. It's changed my voice. So I yell out, "Mathilde, Johan, I'm coming to save you!" And I run over and.
Yes.
I pour a potion into his mouth.
Oh.
Do not worry, I've got your back. What has happened to my voice?
Oh, that's wonderful. Okay.
And for my minor action, I got a shielding potion.
As a blue shield, or roaring blue shield appears around you. So sorry, you fed a flask to Mithiel, right?
Yep.
Great.
I'm alive.
You're alive, you get up as well, Mithiel. Though I'm sure you're starting to run out of flasks at this rate. Everybody's actually up. You're all clustered right up there next to Merveil.
This is gonna be bad.
You're all standing there
Gracie's
before
under the
her.
ground.
Yeah, I'm under
Gracie's underground at least.
That's
She's shielded
true.
from anything.
And she doesn't actually know that Grace is there at all. She's still a shadow, standing amongst the ice and the barnacles.
Well,
Great.
the hard rock, I guess.
Yeah. She goes, "Rockwell, no, please, stay with me."
Yes, I'm still with you, my lady. I'm like fake. I give her like a fake kiss, like pretending I'm still under her control.
It doesn't work though. It's a nice thought.
Just kissed her for nothing.
Please make another soul endurance roll, but with another +4 bonus. Her charm power gets weaker and weaker the more she uses it against the same person.
You're not having me again, foul
Plus
lady.
13, I think.
I roll pretty good though, but I'm just saying.
Am I
Get
plus,
it.
so is it +8 now total?
Yeah,
in
it's plus-
addition to my +5, so +13, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Luck.
Oh.
Not this time.
You see her look surprised as you manage to shake off the control of her siren's call. You stand firm, Rockwell, no longer changing sides, and you're pretty much immune to it from now on. You and Mithiel are both. Your minds have become strong against her wiles. Okay.
Finally.
That was lucky.
She is still engaged. She is still engaged by Zizaran, so she pretty much has to attack him unless she rolls maneuver. And Merveil's maneuver is not very good because she's a large fish monstrosity. So she is going to turn around, and once again, another massive hurricane comes towards you, Zizaran.
Go on, give me a 10 now. Give me a 10 now.
Okay. Hopefully I can pull it up here because I'm lazy and don't want to look at my monster stats. Yes, I got it. She rolls a 2, which means with your shield flask up, the hurricane blasts around you And your shielding flask completely protects you from any kind of damage. Very nice. And once more, a whirlpool gets ready to roll. This time, it targets Rockwell. Rockwell. You go flying up in a whirlpool of water. And you take a little bit of cold damage too. I roll an 8, so take 34 points of cold damage.
No. Oh.
Okay, very nice. That is Merveil's turn. Go, Rockwell, you're in a water spout. You need to make a maneuver or athletics check to get out of it. Otherwise, if you do a turn inside of it, you got to roll twice and take the lower result. Because it's hard to do things when you're in a water spout.
Okay, I'll take 5 points of damage. All right, I'm in a water spout. So would that affect spell rolls as well?
Yes.
Does it?
It affects everything.
Okay. It's a bit hard to concentrate, eh?
Yeah. The only thing it doesn't
Alright.
affect is getting out of the water spout.
I like steal myself for a bit and then attempt to pole vault out of the.
I think
Out of
that's
the
really
water spout.
imaginative. +2 to your roll.
Oh yes, fucking scoring +2 rolls all
Good
day
descriptions,
today.
man. Good descriptions of everything.
Yes. All right, so maneuver. All right, I have shit maneuver though.
Or athletics. Is your athletics decent?
Isn't it maneuver?
Whichever's higher. Maneuver or athletics. is fine.
Yeah, my athletics is higher, so I'm gonna give myself the old athletics. I'm doing like a pole vault. That's athletics, man. It's literally like athletics carnival shit right there.
Awesome.
I roll fucking natty 10. I
Easy.
fucking do like I do like a backflip from a pole vault. I don't even know if that's physically possible, but I do it anyway.
You do. It looks very disturbing to the onlookers as they see something. They see something like a whale beaching.
I use my
flopping.
counterbalance. You know, I have a counterweight to help with backflips.
Oh
I use my
God.
fucking counterweight. Oh god.
You land out of the ground. Out of the spout.
While I'm no, I don't land on the ground yet. I'm still midair doing a backflip.
Ooh.
While I do that, I send out a fireball midair.
Nice.
While I'm doing a backflip towards Merveil's face.
Awesome.
Let me roll that shit. Midair backflip fireball towards Merveil's face.
What do you
Not
say?
very much damage.
Fire damage.
Probably should have landed and aimed first.
She is still consumed by the fire. She's like, you see, she's actually starting to get quite injured as blood and ichor is starting to pour profusely from every part of her body. She's a mass of flesh and wounds and fire and ice and cold. It's like a pulsating, cut up mess of fish meat, 10 feet tall.
Oh, I
Okay.
chug a flask as well. Fuck, I chug a flask, absolutely.
Everybody's almost dry now.
while also flinging a fireball and doing a backflip. Why not? Midair flask charge.
Okay, cool. Yeah, and she took her. I did factor in her ignite damage. Go, Grace! Your phase run
Right.
is starting to run out. It's going to run out at the end of this turn.
Okay, so I'm gonna like scramble underground. Maybe I'm not very good at doing this yet, so just the top of my head, shadowy top of my head, is appearing as I pelt back and pop into the chest.
It feels really weird to be running through the floor with just your head above it, right? But it
Yeah,
works because you're
absolutely.
like a shadow.
Yeah.
You rise up and try and get into the chest, and you're like, shit, I really better make sure that like I don't have a leg sticking out of the chest by mistake.
Yeah.
I
I'm
just
gonna
want you,
be extra careful with that.
yeah, I just want you to make a. I want you to make a soul control roll. This is just like general coordination and getting used to using the ability, so that you don't accidentally rematerialize with like your
Uh-oh.
hand in the chest.
She's gonna
Okay,
lose a
soul
leg.
manipulation or soul endurance?
Soul manipulation, I believe.
Okay.
Part grace, part loot.
We like go to pull out a weapon and it's like Grace's leg as well. It's fused together.
Do I get any bonuses from the actual phase run because I'm getting maneuver and? Oh no, that's not really.
Yeah, not for
Part
this
of it, I
roll.
guess.
This roll is just
Yeah,
more about
okay.
orienting yourself, because you don't really have mass right now, so it's a bit hard to like precisely put your body somewhere. Hey, you
Okay,
actually get 9.
fine.
That's pretty good. You're fine. You put yourself in the chest. You make sure you're like, okay, no bits are sticking out accidentally. I'm not going to rematerialize into anything and take huge amounts of damage. Sounds like a good
Excellent.
idea. Okay.
I don't know the new numbers on flesh offering.
Oh, did I not update them? Oh, they would give your zombies 2 bonus damage and then increase speed, and they can engage everything in the area.
Okay, so they're already engaging Merveil. So I'm going to flesh offering one of her daughters.
Cool.
Which is the closest to her? I really want it to like splatter all over her face.
They literally both are dead, like right next to her feet. So yeah, you can do that quite easily.
Yeah. Whichever the top one is, we'll do that.
Cool.
You know what? I'll go ahead and do both.
Okay. A flesh effigy appears from their bodies as you cast Flesh Offering. You're running away back to the chest, right? So yeah, you go back up north.
Yeah.
And yeah, immediately you see your zombies moving with unusual speed and strength as they smash into Merveil with renewed vigor and increased damage. Merveil screams at the attacks from the zombies, and in fact seems very badly injured as they start hammering away at her. Zombie pox and a zombie helming like on either side. They like look at each other. They're like, ruh, ruh, and then they go like headbutting her. Like you see the one zombie's like biting on her tail, and he's getting whipped up and down by like one of the tentacle tails, like flying around, not letting go. He's just like, and they seem to be enthusiastically munching away at her. Go Mathiel 1.
Okay. Let's see, where am I? Okay. So I'm all good. I'm at half health. And I look at Merveil and I go, no more mind control, tentacle rape, please. And I'm out of mana. I'm gonna chug one of my flasks to refill some manas.
Get a
Epic line.
It's got a straw in his flask.
Yeah. I have a big straw. Yeah.
Crazy straw.
And I think I will elemental hit multi-strike.
Nice.
Which element?
Let's go. Oh, crit!
Oh my god.
And so I get to add my strength and dex.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
I'm remembering that I needed to explain something to them.
So 147 minus 10. So 2 hits of 137. Woohoo!
Wow.
I'm like, what? Wait.
What happened?
Mathiel, who won first of his name, please describe your kill of Merveil.
I killed Merveil? Yes! Okay.
What do you do?
So here's what I do. I get on the ground, and I sneak through the mud, I enter one of her larger tentacles, and I crawl inside, and I'm like, and then you see like the chest like start to like thump, and then I burst out. I'm like, ah! I'm covered in the guts. I'm like, I did it!
Wow.
I'm like, no. Fuck. I wasn't expecting that.
She's actually dead. Oh, that was a pretty epic fight, guys. I won't lie. That was a pretty epic fight. I thought you guys had lost at like two moments where I thought you guys had lost.
I mean, when
Holy
I
crap.
crit the entire party and
I cannot
Blow
believe we
everyone
got out
up.
of that one alive, guys.
you sound a little different.
Oh wait, am I cursed now?
You don't know, man. You don't know. You don't know anything about that.
Oh no!
I've not told anyone.
He knows, cause guys,
That's-
as the body of Merveil crumples to the ground, you see horrific energy, not solar energy, something darker and more sinister rises out of her body, and it seems to be coalescing around the amulet. And then suddenly, like a striking snake, it flows into your mouth, Mathiel. There's nothing you can do about it. And you realize, instinctively you realize that the curse of Merveil, the thing that turned her into this monster, is now in you.
Oh, it's inside me.
You like clutch at your mouth, but nothing comes out. And you see the amulet like beckoning. You suddenly feel a connection to it.
Yeah, I'd like to sullenly walk over and just scoop up the necklace from like the giblets and just hand it to him and just be like, I believe this is yours now.
Take it. Oh,
Wow.
Thanks, Rockwell.
That's pretty dark.
So nonchalant.
Power.
It's just like that was weird. Fucking
Okay.
dark spirit entered me. That's kind of weird.
Without further ado, firstly, everybody, congratulations on killing Mervail. You gain a level.
Oh, yes.
Secondly, a particular individual, that being Mithiel Huan, you gain a special unique item, which was the amulet that infected Merveil and turned her into a monster in the first place, called the Star of Reklast. It's a beautiful ruby amulet that gives you, we're going to say, four elemental resistance, right? 4 resistance. And firstly, it's got some very powerful benefits for you. The first is that whenever you cast a curse, it's supported by reduced mana, which means any curse you cast will cost half the mana cost, okay? Secondly, and this is one of the most powerful traits, you are immune to any kind of curse. You cannot be cursed. Because you're already so cursed, you just can't get more cursed than this, right? So you are immune to all curses. Finally, you gain an ability, Mithiel, called Illusionary Warp. Okay? It takes a minor action to cast this ability. It costs 3 mana and allows you to immediately teleport to any location you can see. Both your current teleported location and like where you're standing now and where you teleport to are wreathed in ice, slowing down enemies' speed by 2. Okay?
Wow.
And it only takes a minor action to use this. So it automatically breaks engagement. It's very powerful, so no matter how many people are locking you down, you can just teleport away using the power of the amulet. Very powerful utility ability. Just so you guys know, this amulet only works for Mithiel. If you put it on, it won't do anything. Okay. Now,
It's bound to him.
So I can't give it to, like, Grace or someone.
yeah, now I'm just gonna pull up, I'm gonna give you the exact mechanical information about your curse, Mithiel. Just so you know exactly how you're screwed.
Wouldn't I have to explain that to him because he wouldn't know?
Yeah, but you can explain this information to him. But basically,
Yeah.
can you give me like an RP explanation for what's happened to him?
Yeah, I'd be like, hey, anybody know what went in my mouth? Wasn't like anything I've ever tasted. Anyone?
Mithiel. Best take a seat, buddy.
Okay, sit down.
I'm so sorry. I tried to warn you, my friend. I tried to warn you. We were on death's door. And it doesn't matter now. It doesn't matter now.
Just tell me.
I'm afraid the curse of Merveil within that necklace has taken a hold of ye. I don't know how long it's going to take hold, but it could be weeks, could be months, it could be a year, could be longer. Perhaps depending on your strength of will. But you will turn, just as she did, into a giant goopy fish monster thing. It's not gonna be pretty.
I feel pretty good right now. I feel stronger.
You do, actually. You feel great, Mithiel. You feel stronger than ever. I'm just going to read to all of you how the amulet works.
Hold on to that feeling. Hold on to that feeling. And draw strength from it. We do have some options. I can give those later.
Yeah. Cute Dog, you now have a sanity score of 10. Please mark it on your character sheet. So write sanity 10 somewhere. Once a day, when you wake up, make a soul endurance roll. Okay, with a difficulty of 10. If you fail, reduce your sanity by 1. Every time you succeed at this roll, increase the difficulty by 5.
Oh, jeez.
The Game Master can determine certain events which require an additional check. So, if you run into things that rattle your sanity, this could allow further rolls. When you hit 8 sanity, your character gains constant nervous facial tics. Reduce all your social skills by 2. Your ears elongate and grow scales, so increase your perception by 4. Once you go to sanity 6, your character can reflexively grow scales to absorb the impact of physical attacks. Increase your armor by 4. You can only eat meat. Other kinds of food bore you and make you throw up. Your teeth sharpen, increase your wham by 1. At sanity 4, you now have scales visibly all over your body. Gain an additional 4 armor. You can now swim and breathe underwater perfectly. Illusionary Warp now costs 0 mana. Increase your wham by 2. Sanity 2. Your body is made of iron scales. Gain the Iron Reflexes Ultimate Keystone. forcing enemies to roll twice and take the lower result. You gain an adaptive membrane, increase your elemental resistance by 10. Sanity 0. Your character becomes a twisted monster that terrorizes the world. Lose control of your character permanently. It is now the pawn of the Game Master.
Man, that sounds pretty good actually until the very end. Like it just gets super buff.
You just get stronger and stronger and stronger, and then you get very strong. Then you get very strong.
Oh god.
I'm gonna change this target number from 10 to. It's gonna start at 5. Sorry, I got that number wrong.
Oh,
that number was way too
Because
high.
it increases a lot, yeah.
Yeah, it increases over time, so it gets harder and harder
So he
to fight
loses-
against the curse.
Every time he fails, he loses 1 sanity.
Yeah.
Right? Okay.
So if he fails every roll, you have 10 days before he turns into Merveil 2.0 with better combat skills. Because remember that the Merveil you currently fought was like, she was like this pretty useless, like damsel in distress kind of woman, right?
A dainty lady.
If he turns into Merveil, he'll be like 3 times stronger.
oh, Jesus.
Oh,
DPS Merveil machine.
Yeah.
Does it instantly become a fight? Like I turn that morning and then like I engage everyone in the party?
I control your character, so that's up to me. As soon as you go to 0.
Okay.
Now, I will tell you this. If you destroy the amulet, it does not remove the curse, but it doubles your current sanity score. So if you do it right now, your sanity will be 20, not 10. If you do it when you have 4 sanity, you'll only go to 8.
Yeah,
Okay.
so I would know that
Yeah.
from
Your lore check.
reading about it. Yeah. 'Cause I
you've
rolled like 80 lore.
Yeah, I'm giving you all the details of this amulet because Ziggy's character Rockwell got such a good lore roll. Okay, so that's something to note. If you're really scared about this, you want a lot of time, smash the amulet right now. However, you know it's possible to cure the curse, and if you can successfully cure the curse, you can keep the amulet and its unique bonuses as a unique item without the curse.
What did I recall in terms of how the curse was said to be removed?
You don't know how to remove the curse,
Yeah.
but you do know where you would be able to find that information, and that is in the Great Library in Oriath. You know, in the video game where you go to get like your skill gem vendor and reward. That library, the Great Library in the Imperial Gardens, is a great library.
Oh, not over in Oriath.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to take a boat. Okay.
Mathilde, we shouldn't take any chances. It's not worth risking your life for. Destroy it now.
But I lose illusory warp and but I still become fish monster's super buffed stats later, right?
Yes, you just lose the item.
I'd just like to say, Mathiel, the choice of how you'd like to handle this. You have 2 options. We can try and remove the curse, or you can destroy the amulet and try and buy yourself some time. But it's really up to you. Just know that I feel responsible for this, for I did not give you proper warning. And I'll be by your side, whatever you choose to do. Till the end, my friend. Till the end.
Okay.
And my axe.
My best friends have recommended me.
Grace, where are you?
What does Grace think? Yeah, I turn to Grace. I'm like, where is she?
I heard it, but there's someone's new voice out there, and I'm not sure if the fight's quite over.
Come out, Grace. It's okay. Firstly,
Okay,
I'd like to applaud Grace as she walks up, because she was pretty fucking MVP that fight. I'm like, Grace, you saved our lives.
Medic.
You saved our lives.
Medic.
Epic medic moves.
Clutch phase running.
Play of the game.
Play of the game. Grace. Oh god.
Just like underground blackness.
Okay.
Well, what I'll do then is because my friends seem to think I should destroy it. I'm gonna take one quick glance at Grace. I say, Grace, any last thoughts?
I feel like, well, being able to curse you in this fight was quite helpful, dearie, but I think in the future, being curse immune would be quite helpful for you. I will leave it up to you, but maybe I should put on a pot of tea and you can think about it for a few minutes.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
I feel like you've got until maybe sunrise to really consider it.
I'll consider it. Yeah,
It's true.
Yeah.
You don't need to make the decision right away. I mean, if you
Cast
feel
it
your
into the
mind
flames.
slipping, then maybe.
Yeah.
I think I'll keep it for now. I
Cool.
clasp it around my neck again. Stroke it. Oh, it's good.
The star very class pulses at your throat, Mithiel.
I'm concerned.
Yeah. It feels warm and hot to the touch, and you feel powerful. Okay.
Yes.
You see a glittering of round-shaped objects on the chest.
Oh, boo.
Many round-shaped objects in the chest.
Oh, boo. Oh, boo. Oh, boo. Oh, boo.
Wait. Is this an illusion?
This is real.
Do they
The veil is
disappear?
dead.
She's dead, Grace. She's dead.
Exalted
Cannot
orb.
be illusion.
You find 2 exalted
So
orbs,
suspicious.
2 divine orbs, and 8 orbs of transmutation.
Oh.
Wow.
A massive stockpile of orbs that clearly she has been collecting over the months or years.
Is this in the chest,
large
or?
Yeah, this is all in the chest. The only thing the chest has is orbs.
And Grace.
Do we take 2 transmutes each then?
That's
But
beautiful.
it's up to you guys.
Do we spread the transmutes out and take 2 each?
Yeah, that's easily
Yeah.
done. Okay, done. Everybody take 2
Done.
transmutes.
That sounds
Okay.
like a fine idea.
2 transmutes.
Yeah, and
I
then you've
can't
got 2
do
exalts
orbs
and
on
2
unique
divines.
items, right? Like Dream Feather and stuff.
Yeah, you can't use orbs on uniques.
For the other orbs, we could roll, and the top 2 get the exalted orbs, and the bottom 2 get the divine orbs.
How much of a stockpile do we have? I believe we might have to pay off someone later. How much of a stockpile of orbs do we currently have?
Let me have a bit of a look here. So we've got 2 exalted orbs now, 4 divines. I've got 2 transmutes from that split, and then we've got another 2 transmutes. Oh, and a third exalted orb.
Hmm.
So,
So
3,
we do have quite a lot.
4,
Yeah,
and
we
2.
got a lot.
Did he say was it Havoc or?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Havoc. Did the Dark Havoc say how much he wanted or what type of orbs he was looking for?
I'm sure he would be happy with 1 exalted orb and a divine.
He was not specific, but it did seem that because the power was in his favor, that it was going to have to be a favorable deal for him and his faction. Because he represents Ventor, who currently lives in the forest encampment. And yes. Which you guys know the waypoint coordinates to, so you could just go there if you wanted to and chat to them. Or fight them. But yeah, he basically said you better have a good orb deal for him, and he's going to be coming in about 3 days. This is Havoc the Exile, yeah. The
He
one who's got a
wasn't
Shaz.
specific this
When-
time, so...
He said exactly a week he'll be coming. Well, about a week. So in about 3 days.
How long has that been? In 3 days.
3 days left, yeah.
Okay.
So it's been 4 days since
days
you
left.
talked to him. Since you defeated Fire
Alright.
Fury.
Yeah, I think potentially. Well, we could hold on to a good stockpile for now and travel to the forest encampment and discuss our deal in finer detail, or we could just hold out and hope that an exalt and a divine is enough. They are pretty fucking shiny.
It will make us a lot stronger as well.
That's true. Though I am concerned about one thing. If we rock up and we're looking like we have a vast amount of power and wealth and riches, and we offer them not much, that might not go over very well, if you know what I mean.
We can rub some dirt on it and look like we're poorer than we are.
Don't forget about the pirates. Your characters would have not forgotten about the pirates. Remember they helped you with Merveil's forces.
Speaking of Merveil's forces, maybe we should just move out of the cave. Just quickly gather everything up.
Yeah.
Take a little few steps.
Is there
Yeah,
any
what
other
about
loot, like
this?
her swords?
Baby squid.
Just the orbs that are of real value to you guys, I'm afraid. But like, it's a shit ton of orbs, so I feel.
What
happy
about
with-
skills that came up from them?
A lot of the skills Merveil has are like monster skills. I guess there's Arc, So from the heirs, there's Arc, there's Incinerate, and I guess there's Ice Storm, which is just like Firestorm, but the ice version of it, if you feel like that. From Merveil. By the way, I almost forgot. Grace, your albino rower baby, who's gotten like a little bit bigger. He used to be about this big, now he's like this big, right? He goes, ah, ah! And then he like, for the first time ever, he jumps off you. And he goes, ah, ah! And he like walks over to like where the throne of Merveil is. And he goes, ah! And he looks back at you. And then he looks like behind the throne and he's like, ah, ah!
Oh, okay.
His white row carapace glistens in the dim light.
Your wee little runt seems to be trying to tell you something, Gracie.
Can I do a perception check to the wall behind it? What are you seeing? What's going on back there?
Make a perception roll with a +4 because you're kind of looking for something in particular.
Oh wait,
Did it find-
I completely just forgot.
Did it find TM Fly?
Oh, God.
Angry, do you want us to start leveling up our characters like mid game
Yes.
or?
Oh
You
yeah,
can start
I'll do that
leveling
now
now.
too.
Good idea.
So we're gonna take a break now / level up our characters. If you have any questions, please let me know. Grace, with a
Roleplay this
17, you find a hidden lever.
Ooh.
Yeah. You want to pull it?
Yep. Ooh.
Immediately the
But I
back.
probably should have tested that.
By the way, your baby row, whose name I don't know, climbs back up your leg, up your chest, and nestles back, in your shirt. As immediately when you pull the lever, the back part of the cove area flips back left and right, opening. It appears a new entrance to a jungly interior of Reclast.
That's convenient.
From your limited knowledge of the geography, this would be another way into the forest interior, which means you wouldn't have to go through Captain Atiri's chokehold area that he holds currently. It's like another point of access potentially for you guys to use.
This could be quite handy. Though we'll need to make sure that this area is clear and that there are no more lingering baby grids.
Cool. Okay, so we're going to take a break from that. Let's just level up our characters. It's a good time to level up, and then we can carry on playing.
Yeah.
Sound good? Okay.
So,
+5 to a main stat.
Yeah, I'm just going to go pull up the leveling table here, so you know exactly what you're getting. You guys are going from level 5 to level 6, okay? So from level 5 to level 6, so you get +5 to a stat of your choice. You get a keystone in that stat, okay? And remember the rule for notables, which is if it's the third keystone in that stat, you get a notable keystone instead of a normal keystone. You get 4 skill points and 1 base mana. So please don't forget to increase your base mana by 1, because that's the thing everybody always forgets to do. And then, yeah, you can choose a keystone of your choice. So, Ziz, what are you picking for your character? So, yeah, guys, we're just leveling up our characters now. Yeah, when we hit level 10, we're going to get some ultimate keystones like character-defining things like CI, Resolute Technique, things that make your character a lot more powerful.
The resist for like the int notable and the dex notable was the same pre-nerf, but now the elemental shield is 6 and the dex one is 9. Is that intended?
I might have screwed it up.
So it should be 9 on the elemental shield too, right?
Yeah, it should be 9 on the elemental shield. My apologies.
Yeah, I'm taking
Can we get
elemental
to-
shield then.
can we get a link? Or is that the wiki in the chat?
Oh, the
If
wiki's
you're on
outdated.
PNP.
Unfortunately, you can't use the wiki. I'm gonna link it in chat, in Twitch chat. But
Sweet.
yeah, so that is the usual rulebook link. You're just gonna have to use the core rulebook until
We
the
get-
wiki guy updates everything.
And we get 4 skill points, right?
Yeah. So you're getting a notable now. So you're getting elemental shield.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
You
I put
haven't
my-
taken it before, have you?
No.
Okay. Yeah. So you're increasing your resistance by
Well, I think it's
Could be
called
by
the
9.
same, the keystone and the notable. Yeah, it is.
yeah.
So now we should be able to get 2 notables if we split between like the 2 stats, right?
Yeah, now that you're level 6, if you've gone 3 into one stat and 3 into another stat, or just 6 into one stat, you can get 2 notables, which are like more powerful keystones that do something, yes.
Take a look here.
I put 5 points into strength. Fuck.
Yeah, I took 5 into int, and then I take 1 in soul endurance, 1 in initiative, 1 in perception.
Okay. And like, Mathiel's like, I put all my points into soul.
And
soul
1 in intimidate.
I just put my 4 points into soul endurance so I can
Nice.
help survive the...
From last level, could I make a small change of put my negotiation point into intimidate instead? Because it makes more sense for my character.
Okay. Yeah, I'm fine with that. Because, yeah, you're like a rude bastard that tries to piss everything off around you. I like it.
Yeah,
I'm
negotiation
good with
didn't
that.
make that much sense. Sweet.
I'm up to 40 base int. Does that mean I'm up to another notable?
Yes, you can choose a second notable.
Okay.
So you took
Yeah, okay.
you took a Lord of the Dead last time, which increased your zombie amount and increased your minion life. You could take General of the Dead if you wanted to, which gives another zombie and increases their damage. Or you could get something else, like more mana, more energy shield, whatever you like.
Yeah, I'll have a look. See which is going to be best for the party.
I'm going full blast cannon.
I can take another example of devastation, right, and just get that twice. Yeah.
You can take basic keystones as much as you want, but yeah, you can't take notables twice.
Bro, I'm gonna be igniting shit pretty soon.
Yeah, you're going for like the kind of elementalist build where you're just always setting everybody on fire and stuff. I like it. It's very strong, actually. Cool.
It also works for stunning things too.
Yeah.
Since it's all under the one stat, so I can still whack things and stun them.
Yeah, actually, you'll nearly always do that with Heavy Strike. You basically, the way the game is balanced, like for big tanky bosses like Mervail and stuff, you have to spec into reduced enemy threshold to really have a chance at stunning or shocking or igniting them. Cool. Okay, so Ziggy, you take Devastation.
Which I have done. Yep, I now have 12 reduced threshold.
Amie, what notable are you going to be taking for your character?
I haven't decided yet. Someone said minion instability, but I don't see it.
Oh, that's an ultimate keystone at level 10. You don't get that now.
Oh, right, and I already know that I'm getting Whispers of Doom anyway.
Yeah, you want to go for double curse,
when
right?
I get that. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. I guess maybe I'd ask you guys if you think that I should buff the zombies or maybe get us more mana. I could only run 1 more blue. I don't think there are any more. Oh, yeah. We could run... If I can get my hands on the energy shield aura.
Discipline.
Gracie, you might want an offensive skill just as a fallback.
Nah, I got stuff to do, man. I've got potions to feed people, curses. I can only do one action per thing. I know yours is more impressive.
You were very fucking impressive last turn, running, like... Did you, like, go underground?
Maybe.
Your power is growing, Gracie. Insane. You're young, Gracie.
Young.
I say with a hint of flattery.
I'm gonna blush.
I'm back.
I will be back in a moment. My character is leveled. At least I'm pretty sure I did 4 points into 4 different skills. 1 keystone, 5 points into int.
And mana?
+1 mana.
Yeah, and plus on mana.
Okay,
Sweet.
Cute Dog, have you leveled your character? What have you picked?
I have. I picked a relentless striker to get 3 wham. I'm going full blast cannon.
Is that the dex one or the strength one?
That's the dex one, yeah, because I just got 25 dex.
Oh, it's not 3 wham,
So
it's 2
that was
wham now, because of the numbers downscale.
Oh, man.
In the book, yeah. It's still really good. It's still
I'm
actually
still
kind of
taking
over
it.
budget.
Yep. It's still pretty good. I'm going to take it anyways.
+2 wham. Don't you have like 10 wham now or something? It's pretty sick.
Now I have 10 wham, yeah. Let's see.
And
Where do I
you
add
put
this
everything in
+2?
soul endurance so that you don't go crazy.
Yeah, I put 4 points. 4 points in soul endurance.
Is there a max to how many skill points we can put in? Isn't it like our level plus something?
It's equal to your level. So if you're level 6, you can have up to 6 skill points in a skill.
Damn.
Yeah.
I'm so sick now.
And does anyone have any quick questions? I'm gonna go AFK for like a minute or 2 otherwise.
I wanna transmute my 4 elemental resist ring.
Your 4 elemental resist ring. Cool. Let's do it. You take one of the pulsing blue orbs and you slam it into your ring. Let's do I'm just going to do a quick roll. to see what kind of random modifier.
And I use my gold rim, obviously.
Cool. Your gold rim goes, "Ah!" And I get 5, so that is, it's a ring, right? I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. 1, 2, 3, and then I get a ring only. 4, 5. You get leech, which is maybe not that amazing for your character. 2 life leech. So whenever you
can I veto it?
You can veto 1 mod.
What did you roll an item? Nice.
Yeah, I'm like transmuting my ring. I got a leech, but I don't think that's 2 life leech. Well, I mean, I'm not gonna go ES anymore after the nerf, I think. So it's not too bad. But
It's not too bad. It means
2?
whenever you hit
That's-
enemies, you heal 2 life. Basically, that's how leech works. Pretty simple.
I think I'm gonna veto it.
Okay. I'll roll again. I get 9. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Plus 1 wham. Congratulations, sir. That is a good one. Okay, so plus 1 wham. More damage for you.
Do I get to roll anything for the signature attempt?
You can just make a signature attempt if you wish. So just roll 1d10. If you roll a 10, you can roll again and try and get a signature. Bloop, no signature for you. Okay, guys, I'm just going to go AFK very quickly for like a minute or 2, and then when I come back, we can carry on playing. Guys are leveled.
When you come back, I like to use a transmute as well on my weapon.
He's gone. He's gone.
Oh, he's gone. Oh.
No transmutes for you.
God.
I think what I'm hoping we'll find the most is like one-handers, because I really want to start critting on 8s. I'm building all around crit, but axes are bad for crit.
Don't we just have some generic ones you could just call?
Yeah, but the axe is better than the generic ones.
But we've got 1 chaos and a few transmutes.
I think we'll end up finding something eventually though. Like I'd rather like save ours instead of like crafting from scratch. I feel like that's a waste.
We could go to the forest encampment and see if they have anything useful to trade.
Yeah. I just feel like crafting one-handers from scratch is like, I don't know. That's what I was gonna do if we managed to roll 2 on the last one we found. But when they're 1 wham each, it's a bit low.
Yeah.
I think I might have to take Deep Wisdom just for the mana so we can get more auras. Because if we can trade at the forest encampment, we might be able to get even up to like 2 extra auras running.
Damn. What auras?
I can run another blue one and another red one. I need to color code my skills so I know what I can do.
Vitality adds flight life in this. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, wow. That's crazy.
I thought it was like, and something to do with regen?
Does it?
I can't remember. Hold on, let me find it.
I think my life got over-nerfed because I went from 148 life to 56.
It's 40% of what it was before.
Yeah.
I think. But you might, you just check.
No,
What's
Vitality
140?
doesn't give flat. Sorry.
Oh, what does Vitality do then?
Plus 10 life regeneration each turn to you and your allies, except it would only be to you guys buffed. So you get plus 30 life regen per.
Yeah, life regen's less exciting, I guess.
Yeah.
The benefit of life regen, of course, is that you don't need to use flask energy to heal between fights. That's nice. But sometimes during a fight, it's not always super useful. I agree, especially with energy shield.
Oh yeah. Do we go to full life and mana when we level up?
Yes.
Woot.
Ding.
Like every computer game, right? Like you level up, you're like, I just suddenly feel amazing. So
that's
fine.
Convenient.
Yeah, and just for people who might be asking in chat, I've done a number crunch just to make the numbers smaller and easier to manage. It seems to, I don't know what you guys think, but the numbers seem a lot more manageable now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it seems
like
better.
Yeah, I really like the new numbers. So the numbers are, nearly all the numbers are 60% smaller. It's a lot smaller.
And the only way to get a 3rd stat on that item was the Exalted Orb, right?
Yes.
Unless it's a staff,
angry.
right? Or 2-handers, or?
Yeah.
2-handers can have up to 4 stats and can exalt up to 6.
Angry, I was gonna say I'm gonna use a transmute on my weapon, hoping for a wham.
Good luck.
Roll.
Good luck.
Do you want me to
just roll
Yeah. You take
Do I
it. Do
just
you want to use
roll
gold
1d10?
rim? It's the last use of gold
Can I
rim.
use Gold Rim on that? Oh yeah,
Yeah.
does that do anything for my wham roll?
No, it doesn't. Unfortunately, I'm sorry.
Okay.
It can't give 2 whams. Too much.
Wait,
Yeah,
so do
can
I
I
just
use
roll
it on his
regular
wham roll?
1d10?
Yeah. I'll say that it adds +1 damage to the weapon. So you can go to like the damage stat on the weapon and add +1.
They just write +1 damage on the ring then.
Yeah. You take a pulsing blue transmute orb, Mervail, and you slam it into your sword. One of your pigeon sword. You hear your pigeon sword go.
Yeah, the pigeon sword, yes.
As you slam it in. A 6. So that's 1, 2, 3. And it's a weapon. 4, 5, 6. You roll a lower enemy threshold. 1d10. Yeah, 1d10 lower enemy threshold.
Roll 1.
+1, right?
+1.
With the damage you do, you could get some pretty sick ignites and stuff for that.
Yeah, so it doesn't.
Oh no!
You rolled a 3. Okay. Well, you got a 3. Okay, so you lower enemy threshold by 3. That's okay. It makes it a little bit easier for you to like ignite enemies or stun them, depending on what ability you use, right?
For reference, the skill point gives you a 6 enemy threshold reduction, so it's about half as good as that.
Yeah.
It's not that bad.
Like half a keystone. Not bad. Okay. So yeah, I'm interested to know what you guys do next. Now that Mervail lies dead at your feet, you've dealt with the Mervail problem. Oh yeah, but we have the upcoming meeting with the pirates. So that's interesting.
How about we take a look outside?
Well, while we wait for Gracie to return, I'm gonna transmute my fucking girthy longstaff of length again. So it's got 3 stats. It's got 4 wham, 8 life, and status duration by 1 round at the moment. So it can transmute again, can't it?
Yeah. So
Okay.
like 200 weapons can essentially like having 2 items.
I thought I have transmuted this twice.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
I think it
I
only
have.
had like 2 mods or something.
I thought I had wham and life, and then I added status duration. What did I get with the second one? Like last episode or something?
I don't remember. I think
might
maybe
have-
you got strength. You got strength.
Yeah, I got strength. Okay, so it does have 4 stats already.
Yeah. So
I
it's
did get
actually
strength.
maxed out. Yeah, you maxed
Fuck, I need to
out your stuff.
That hasn't been transferred over to my new character sheet, so I need to figure out what that is.
Yeah. Just remember your
That's
roll
pretty-
added into the column now. It'll change all your stats. That'll be fine.
I'll see if it's on my thing over here.
Okay.
No, it's not.
Okay, so let's do the Fairgraves encounter because you've got to face the music now. As is it okay with you guys like leaving Mervail's leg coming out of the coves to meet them there? Is that okay?
Are we just sneaking off through the forest, or?
Well, you could disappear into the forest if you want to. So,
Yeah,
what are you
let's-
guys doing next? Mervail
Let's have a
lies dead at
strategy
your feet.
meeting. Okay. Should we go see how our pirate buddy ended up and whether he needs any assistance?
Yeah, I think they could be useful allies in the future. We should definitely, maybe they'll even be happy with us killing Mervail and give us a reward.
Yeah, I agree. He seemed like a really top bloke, really fleshy, what you expect.
I
from
really
a
like his
Christian
coat.
as well. Yeah, he had his meat about him, if you know what I mean. So.
Oh god. Okay, so you guys go heading through the maze once again, guided by Grace's Wanderlust boots. And as you come out of the entrance, you see Fairgraves and his crew, the handsome, rugged men that they are, standing on their ship that glows with a strange ghost-like energy that seems to be hovering a couple of meters above the ground. And he waves his hand and goes, "Ahoy there! Well done on your amazing victory and our amazing victory." And he's like, "Ho!" as you see them raising grog up to the sky. They swig the grog, and you notice grog falling on the floor for some reason. You're not sure why, but it's like there's just holes through them, or they're like pissing the grog as they drink it. It's very strange. But they seem very happy, and there's like a lot of cheering, and you see Fairgraves goes down a rope as he comes walking up to you. His tricorn glistening in the afternoon day, because you did go and fight Mervail during the day, if you remember. And by the way, the eternal storm and gale that was around the coves, it's completely gone. With the presence of Mervail diminished, I say diminished because some of it still lurks within the chest of Mervail. The land seems almost normal again. Fairgraves gives a smile and he's like, "Well done on killing that whore of nightmare," he says with a smile. "How did you do it?" he says. We couldn't touch that thing."
Mathilde crawled up inside her and exploded out of her chest, and she went everywhere. You should have seen it. There were pieces flying all over the place.
Amazing, amazing.
And he swallowed some of her as well.
You know, he says,
Intentionally.
long ago when we first fought Merveil, he managed to steal a chest full of booty that we had been hoarding over the years. Full of these orb-like things. You didn't happen to see it in Ola, did you? Everybody hears grasshoppers.
I had a chest, but there was nothing in there. There were just a few bits of fish bones.
Really, he says, eyes twinkling. Absolutely nothing, not even half of our previous loot remained, he says.
Did we find anything?
Maybe if you dig around. We didn't really stay very long. There was one chest. I was in it. Are you saying that I'm your loot?
His eyes narrow to slits.
Her tentacles were everywhere, and one of the chests broke a wee bit, so maybe some of it got destroyed.
I'm sorry. We didn't really stop to take a look around because we weren't sure if you were successful and whether those baby squids were just going to come flooding back in. So we wanted to get out of there. So we didn't check it. You could go take a look if you like.
I understand, says Fairgraves. Look, when Merveil died, we heard a death scream. All the fishy creatures fled into the sea. We haven't seen them since, so don't think they're a threat
that's very
anymore.
good. That's great.
Look, the booty was a long time ago, he says, laughing, like patting Zizaran on the back. Zizaran's like, he's like, I'm sure that stuff is long gone. Probably used it on a bunch of junk. Those idiots always use those orbs instead of trading with them. Amateurs, he says.
Yeah.
We'll take a look at the caves ourselves and see if we can find any booty lying around for us. You're okay with that?
Yeah, I mean, you've aided us greatly in this endeavor, and if we can be of any assistance, just let us know, and take whatever you want to find in there. There was extensive cave networks, and who knows what could be in there. We only just kind of went in and went out, really.
Captain Fairgraves, I wanted to tell you that we found a lever, and it leads to a big forest. So it's an opening now.
You don't say. Thanks for that information. Looks like you're going to be a useful chap, eh?
Are you planning on taking up residence here, or making this, establishing this as a base?
Now, I understand you're here from Lion Eye's Watch, and you have a claim to some territories on this island. And I would like to say that we're dear friends and all, having worked together to kill Merveil. But I would like to say that me and my boys own this area of the coast. And we own the coves as well, Merveil's old hideout. What do you say? Does that sound acceptable terms for you?
I would be happy. Yeah, I would be happy to consider ourselves allies. I do have one request, though, in the spirit of camaraderie that we have developed here, that if we desire to traverse through to the forest, that we be allowed to use your pass.
By my tricorn, I swear, you will have safe passage, he says.
We are looking forward to a long and fruitful relationship between our two areas.
But there's not much we need, but we do like to sail the seas and look for treasure. And it seems that we can't go too close to the island, too deep into the island, for it seems to play tricks on our minds. But yes, I look forward to a long and fruitful relationship. I'm sure we'll find many things for us to help you in. And for you, he says, rubbing his hands, to help us in.
So it sounds fine. I'd like to just inform him that about our setup with our people, and maybe we could send runners between for communication, so they can maintain communication and maybe establish trade.
Aye, sounds like a plan. He says as he gestures to one of his crew members, and a burly man comes walking up. Grace, you can't help but see them as burning skeletons, having successfully pierced their illusion.
We don't know this. The rest of us don't know.
No, I mentioned to you.
Oh, yeah, you did mention, but we can't see it still.
Yeah,
no.
They still look like normal people to you. And he goes, this guy's name is... And what is his name? Can you tell me? Just make up a name for me. You can choose his name.
Oh.
That's the DM's job.
I needed to know.
Trevor. His name is Trevor.
Trevor! This is Trevor, my first mate. He'll act as our intermediary and such for trade and for bargaining and such. I'll send him over to Lion Eye's Watch so he can keep an eye on things. Sound good, eh?
Yeah, that sounds good, and we'll do likewise. We'll send someone over to as a what do you call someone who goes and hangs out and an ambassador.
An ambassador.
Yes.
He's basically an ambassador. Ziggy,
We'll send an ambassador of our own.
could you describe what Trevor looks like, and maybe some mannerisms?
Well, to me, he's a burling, tanned skin. He's got cracked skin from like sun weathering and lots of smiling. He's a really happy looking dude, but he's burly and deeply tanned and wearing somewhat like kind of like Eastern seamen's clothes. Eastern seaman clothes? Yeah, seaman clothes.
Okay, he's
like-
covered in
he's got like
semen.
white.
Okay, we
He's
get
got
it.
like a shirt tied, kind of tucked into his belt, and he's just very, very meaty, generally speaking.
Ooh.
Okay.
Is he handsome though?
Yeah,
Face-wise.
it's like is a little rugged and weathered, but definitely handsome and a happy-looking chap.
Yeah, he's from that description. I'm like, I am Trevor. I will be helping you. He says, as like the hairs like bursting out of his,
I take him in like a military
Well,
brotherhood
sure.
kind of handshake.
He gives
No,
you
I'm just gonna whistle a
a
little.
firm, warm handshake.
Does it feel fleshy to me?
It feels fleshy to you because it's an illusion, right? And it tricks your mind. So it feels
good.
weird, but it feels real.
I'd like to
Perfect.
also shake hands with Trevor since he's a burly gentleman. And as we shake hands, I pull him in like a little Trump shake. I
I
pull
was
him in.
actually thinking that. Oh,
As you pull him
I
in, he
whisper-
kisses you on the cheek.
Oh! And I whisper.
A customary greeting in his culture.
I whisper in his ear. I hear you and your men like booty. You can find me at Lion Eyes Watch. And then I let go and I rejoin the group and I say, I like these guys.
I'm beginning to think that like Mathiel is just in everything asexual.
I think the
Just
world
anything
he's world
beauty.
sexual. He
just appreciates beauty.
I mean,
in
we just
whatever
had
form.
battle, you know?
Yeah.
You're
Fish,
all like riled
man,
up.
woman, skeleton.
he is a true hedonist.
Are you guys gonna bone? Yeah, I'll stop. Because he's a skeleton. Get it?
Oh!
Okay.
You didn't get that.
I got it now. I got it now.
Okay. This is the last time I'm going to remind you of the potential time pressure of Mathiel's curse. He will turn into an unstoppable fish monster in give or take 10 to 20 days. Best case. So yeah, just something to keep in mind. Okay, with that, Fairgraves and his crew wave you guys off as he shouts out, "Search the caves, boys! Let's find some booty!" And they're like, "Hurr!" as they go charging off into the caves to search every nook and cranny. Because, they're undead, they live forever, they have got all the time in the world to do this.
Mathiel,
I hope they find something.
I don't even like eating fish. I really think you should destroy the amulet. I don't want you to become a fish.
Time to make a decision. Okay. So Zivan and my friend Rockwell, they have urged me to destroy the amulet, but...
No. I'm saying you could probably wait until you feel yourself begin to slip. It's not a decision you need to make immediately, I don't think.
Okay. So
But
Rockwell's
again,
kinda
up to you, and I will
incredible.
stand by you, no matter what.
And Gracie has informed me of its great power. I'm gonna keep it on for now. I think it'll help us in our adventures in the near future. And also, it looks fabulous.
It is very striking.
I think that is the best reason I've heard so far. It looks amazing. Like, on your bare chest, this, beautiful, red ruby pendant. Oh my god, you just look incredible. Okay, so great. With that, what do you guys do next?
Back to Cannibal Camp to celebrate our victory?
Back to Cannibal Camp, and you
I
travel...
think this is a good idea.
You've got this area is locked the hell down. Merveil is dead. You've basically killed everything that is trying to fight you, and the cannibals, who are no longer cannibals, they're reformed cannibals. They have since joined your side, and they and your exile friends, Moors and Hegemony, are actually building a veritable fortress in the previously corrupted area of the Mudflats that has since been purified, and now it's actually a really nice place. There's not many entrances into it, so it's actually become like a very sturdy fort. And you notice that the few entrances there are to this place have been made into quite impressive wooden palisades at the guidance of Hegemony. He seems to be very good at directing people to building. And like as you arrive at Camp Cannibal, and we're gonna call it Fort Cannibal now because it's really a fort. You see, a couple of cannibals are like, "Halt to!" and then they see you and they go, "Oh!" and then they open the gates. You see them standing there. They've got like spears, getting ready to repel invaders. You see? Yeah.
Has there been any progress on recruitment?
We'll cover that when you get to like actual people who can talk to you properly, because
Yeah, we're like literally walking in the gate, and you're just like, "Has there been any recruitment?"
Priorities.
I'm like, we return successful. The great fiend Merveil has been slain.
You notice that the camp itself is bustling with activity. You see a rower being turned on the spit, as roast chicken is being passed around the camp. People are munching on it happily. Lots of you see like a sort of courtyard in Fort Cannibal, and you hear Vagan, the weapon master, and he's like, "Okay, I want you to practice this form. 3, 2, 1," and then you see like 10 cannibals going, "Ho, ho, ho," with spears, with like impeccable discipline and coordination. You see Hegemony somewhere in the middle. He's now got his he's got his mask back, right? And he's got this massive glowing staff on his back that you guys gave him. And you see him chatting to Moors the Exile, who looks pretty much the same, right? But Moors he's got like a group of cannibal hunters. He's been hunting and getting food for the camp, as you guys ordered him. And him and Hegemony seem to be discussing something and pointing over a map. And they see you, and then Hegemony goes, "Welcome back to," he says, "Fort Cannibal. Please, come. Tell me of your adventures. Did the fight against Mervail go successfully?"
We returned successful. It was a great battle with much trial and tribulation, but Mathiel, he got up inside her and carved her out from the inside. It was gruesome, but of glorious sight. And I think that it is time for a feast, my friends. Could we make preparations?
Moors perks up with this, and he goes, "Guys, I'm so proud of you, man, for defeating Merveil. I mean, I think if I came along, it would have gone even smoother and easier. I'm just very competent in that way, but I had important things to do at the camp here, so it was great. You could cover my back while I was doing that. Let's have a massive feast. Let's have a party. Well done, guys."
Moors, how has recruitment gone?
Recruitment's been, he says, it's perking up. Initially, the name was kind of scaring people away, Camp Cannibal. But as the walls have come up and our people are starting to look a bit more civilized, So I think, we've been getting a couple people trickling in. I think more will come as time goes. It seems like this is becoming the place on the coast that is safe. The food is here. The safety is here. People are starting to hear about it. And 10 people have joined your tribe.
So we are up to 46 people. Are they level 1?
Yes. So your older guys have now leveled up because they're getting trained by Vagan.
So that means 29 level 2, 7 level 3, and 10 level 1?
Yep. You see Peacock come walking around. He seems to have gathered a lot of importance as the leader of the reformed cannibals. He's got even more peacock feathers now, and now he's got like this big headdress, and he's dressed he looks more like a shaman now, And you see like walking behind him like 2 very scantily clad cannibal women, and he kind of waves at you and goes, "Hello, Peacock is here to serve," he says, and gives a low bow. No longer falling prostrate on the ground anymore. Now he just gives a low bow, and he goes, "This camp, very good. Us very happy here. No need to eat meat. He says, "Roa, yummy." He says, "Soon I make many babies for you, and we be strong."
Good. I'm glad you're getting to work on that. The place is looking damn fine, Peacock. I'm glad things are going well for you, as I can see.
He nods proudly.
How's work going, my friend?
Work very good. We get many food. We find some friends, too. Some friends scared we eat them, but we don't eat them.
Good. Very good.
We are very impressed with you, Peacock. Did you find any Orbu?
He goes, "Did I find any Orbu?" What I'm going to do is I'm going to make a random 1d100 roll. I'm going to say that there's like a 40% chance that he found Orbu. So what I'm going to do is going to roll 1d100. And if I get 40 or less, he found orbs. Are you ready?
We are ready.
I roll a 90, so no orbs.
No, Orbu.
I'm
It's
so
okay.
sorry.
Better luck.
I'm so sorry, but no Orbu. He
Better luck
struggles to
next
say your
time,
name
Picard.
correctly. Maybe next time.
You've done fine work besides
Keep
that.
up the good work.
Just gonna say, you guys have amazing feast. You level up, and it's a massive morale boost. You invite the people from Lion Eyes Watch. Obviously, there's like basic precautions. People are still, like taking watch, making sure you're not getting surprised or anything. But you have a massive feast at Fort Cannibal. Many people from Lion Eyes Watch coming. Like Talkley comes, Nessa comes. Like it's a great party. It gets pretty wild. A couple of tables get broken. People drink some like distilled meatish like substance that gets them wildly drunk, and you have like an amazing evening. If you're into like a wild party, then you have a fantastic time.
Can
I
I
do.
also use
I
this
do.
time to read a little bit to learn some reading?
You want to read and not.
We're over
not
here
party.
partying, and you're over there reading.
You really want to
Really
try.
want-
You're very studious, Savon.
I want to learn how to read.
Okay. Grace, are you willing to teach him instead of party? Or do you want to party?
Okay, but I don't want to not party, so we're going to do some sing-along reading.
Studying can be a party too.
Yeah. We used to be a cannibal. Now we eat chicken. And the cannibals can join in. I'm sure it's simple enough for them too.
Okay, they sing along too. You have a sing along during the feast. Savon, I'm gonna say that your reading progress has gone from one out of 3 to 2 out of 3. So one more good lesson, and you'll know how to read, like not like advanced stuff, but like pretty simple stuff.
But like, there's a weird quirk when he reads out loud instead of reading out loud like everyone else does. He sings it whenever he's reading out loud now.
Yeah, he's gonna sing. You gotta sing whenever you read something, Savon. That's a new rule.
This is how you learn.
Got this.
How you learn to read.
Like,
You know, you can hear like someone who's new to reading, sounding out the words. You sing out the words to, recognize them.
sounds amazing.
It's part of the process.
This is going to be really horrifying when we come across something that he has to read out loud. Like, do not enter death, you are all cursed. Do not enter death, you're all cursed. Ah!
It's gonna be great.
Oh my god.
So I'd just like to point out that Rockwell is quite the notorious party animal.
I've heard
And,
stories.
Depths of depravity, I believe, were discussed.
Yes.
I have since become somewhat more reserved, but this is still like a, 1d100 rolling 110 sort of deal going on here. So
How wild do you go? That's the question. Got a lot of pent up energy.
I'm gonna make my own DM roll here. It's a 1d100 for how loose I let, but I have a plus 50 modifier because I'm
Ooh, 'cause
fucking
you-
party animal.
It's been a while since you've wrecked Oriath in the
It
parties.
has been a while since I've lit up the town.
109.
So 109,
Yeah.
which is like it's kind of like an average party evening for me. Nothing too extravagant.
You are the animal of the night in everyone else's eyes. I don't know
I'm
if
like
you watched...
two drinks and like up on a table and like roaring.
You've got like an entire like barrel of mead, and you just are chug, and you're like
Do some
and then you
crowd
smash it.
surfing. Do some more pole vaulting. Drunken pole vaulting.
You're
That's it.
surrounded by the gender of your choice sexually, which could be any,
All of
or none, all of them.
All of them and some of the rower.
Some of the row too. And you eventually, at some point, get taken away into a hut with a whole bunch of the reformed cannibals. And let's just say you don't get a lot of sleep that night. Okay,
No, I'm gonna be wrecked tomorrow.
we'll
That's
leave
okay.
We'll leave it at that. When you wake up the next morning, you look in the tent and you can't see Rockwell because there's so many bodies lying on top of him. You just see his beard
spaces,
sticking out.
genders.
It's like that scene in Troy where like Achilles wakes up and there's just like 6-7 women on top of him. This is like
like
this is like 12
pushing
cannibals.
bed.
Yeah, and a rower, like a row with like like whipped cream sprayed on top of it, and like you're like, how does that even work?
Oh my god.
There's like broken furniture everywhere. It's just like empty alcohol bottles.
Does Mervail take an extra sanity roll from seeing such a sight?
Mervail, so you've decided not to destroy. He doesn't have to, thank God. But Mervail, you chose not to destroy the amulet, correct?
You're muted.
You're muted. You lost your voice, man.
Was I muted that whole time?
You were muted that whole time.
no.
Were you saying cool
What
stuff?
did you do with the party?
Oh, 5 minutes ago, it was there was an ambulance rolling by, so I muted myself. Oh man!
Oops.
I made
So
some
you're
amazing
just quietly
jokes.
enjoying a drink.
Yeah.
God damn it!
Why were
I
we
believe
ignoring
it.
you? I'm sorry.
I was like, oh man!
What did you do in the party, Mervail? What did your character do in the party?
I was like following. I was like hiding in the shadows, like following Rockwell, seeing if he would like get with any of the party goers, and I wanted to watch like from the shadows.
Dude, that's just messed
Very
up.
voyeuristic. Yeah.
That's-
But and so like I saw everything.
Ooh.
I roll perception while I'm doing this. I'm still vigilant about what's going on around me.
Yeah. Let's just say that what you see that night is burned into the corridors of your mind.
Yes. It was amazing.
I have 10 perception. Even when I'm plastered, I still notice shit. I'm rolling for this.
Could you make a stealth check, Mervail, with a +4?
Sure.
You got an advantage.
I'm drunk.
Yeah, he's drunk.
Let's see. I got a lot of
Drunk
stealth
bonus.
though. So that's like 18 bonus. Oh!
You don't see him. He's like,
I engage in all manner of depravity and debauchery in that tent, with him peeking through the curtains.
Mervail, you understand now why Rockwell was exiled after that night. You're just like, my God.
Basically,
You understand how the whipped
like,
cream and the roe are used.
That staff was quite a sight to behold. I bet you guys had never seen it at full capacity, full volume.
And we're back. Okay, so leaving that there, not going into too much more detail. Rockwell, you wake up at like 2 in the afternoon. None of the worse for wear because of your extensive endurance. And the feast is over, and you all had a rad time. And you weren't attacked, and no one tried to kill you during that, so that's a pleasant surprise. And it's just something to note that like this area of the coast, Lion Eye's Watch, Fort Cannibal, and the Coves, all fairly near the water, but you know, all along that area, you guys have this roughly locked down. Very little movement goes on here without you knowing about it, and you pretty much control this area as your own little civilization for now.
Havoc is going to be coming for the orb soon. One option is we could go straight for the camp, bring a small army, and kill and butcher everyone, and take their orbs.
Slow down. What? We're going to forest?
Well, that is one option. I don't think in the long run it's going to be good for us to have to pay an offering to Ventor every week. That seems I don't like that.
Yeah, sounds good.
Just before we continue, Mervail Horn, please make a soul endurance check.
Oh, he wakes
As the
up and
curse-
feels the cold
Okay.
cold
well,
fingers
9 bonus.
massaging him.
The beautiful new day. And it's time
15.
to test his sanity. 15! You've become awfully good at like the toughness of your being overnight as you leveled up. However, so the difficulty of this roll was 5. Now, the next day, so you don't lose any sanity. Congratulations. Tomorrow, the difficulty will increase by 4. And it will increase by
shit.
4 every time until you fail, and then it'll go back down to 5 again. So,
Okay.
tomorrow, just make a note, the difficulty of the roll will be 9.
Pump soul endurance.
While we're talking numbers, could I just get the stats on Deep Wisdom, Angry? Because that's the keystone I chose.
It should be 6 mana to your maximum mana. Yeah.
Damn, that's some
And it used to
deep
be
wisdom.
30 ES.
Oh, does it give you yes?
Yep. Used to be 30.
Are you taking a skill notable? Oh, no. Oh,
Yes.
sorry. Increase mana by
Sorry.
6. Energy shield by 30. I think that's right, yeah.
That's new. Those are the new numbers, are they?
Oh, no. I forgot to update it. You're right, thank you. Sorry. It's 6 mana and 10 energy shield.
Okay, thank you.
My apologies. Okay, fix that. Cool. Okay, guys, it's the afternoon. It seems that Mervail is fighting off the influence of the curse for now. But you know it's inevitable. One day he will go crazy unless you find a way to fix it. What do you guys want to do?
I'm just.
Hey guys, I feel okay.
You look okay. You
Good.
look great,
Yeah.
Mervail.
They look
We
good.
can probably prioritize some bigger threats.
Better than me. Where were you last night, Mervail? I didn't see you at the party.
Oh, I took it easy. Went to bed early,
Okay.
about 8:30. Got a nice sleep in. Had
That
some
sounds
nice
like a
dreams.
good idea.
Yeah.
I'm getting too old for this.
Well, as I said, I feel like the biggest threat right now is Ventor and Havoc. And if I vote for us having the surprise on them with our army, and we know the coordinates. They don't know that. We could come in, arms blazing, and just finish it.
You want?
I'm not so keen on attacking the forest encampment without first chatting to them. Because there could be greater advantages in making them our allies, instead of just ducking in and murdering them all.
Also,
You
have
know,
no idea.
just test the waters.
They could have 3 times the people you have, and you could just die.
Bit of scouting required, I think, Zavon.
Yeah.
Zizaran,
I agree with that. Yeah.
Zizaran, are you saying attack the forest encampment or attack Havoc and Ventor?
Havoc
don't
and
know
Ventor
where they
live
are.
in the
Ventor
forest
isn't-
encampment.
Oh, what? I thought they were in San.
No. They live in the forest encampment.
Oh!
They're
That's why I
exiles
want
too.
to, because currently they have us at a disadvantage where we have to pay orbs to them every week. I don't want to pay orbs to them every week.
Mm.
Do you see why I want to kill them?
Yeah, I'm just thinking that it's still a little unwise to go charging in without any sort of scouting.
I would agree with that.
Yeah, you actually have 3 ways of trying to get to the forest encampment. A, you could gate in with the waypoint, assuming their waypoint is actually on. B, you could go through the pass. That's the fastest way, well, if you're not gating, is to go through the pass through Prisoner's Gate. But that area, that narrow choke point, is controlled by the blackguard called Captain Atiri. I don't know, you met them a while ago. They're pretty nice guys, it seems, They seem organized and stuff, and he wanted you to help him for more medical supplies.
And they were against the forest encampment, right?
Yeah, they are. They actually want to wipe it out. So they are diametrically opposed to Ventor, Havoc, that kind of... And there's a third path, which is through the coves. You could go through into the forest that way and go to the forest encampment. That's a pathway nobody knows about. It's a secret one.
I know what you're thinking, Zavon, and let me just say, I don't like paying orbs any more than you do, but me and the Blackguards, we don't go so well. You remember last time we met with them, I was not even there, right? We don't have a good history, let me just say.
I mean, I'm not saying no, straight out. I just think we should maybe try the Merveil cabin route and have a bit of a scout.
Yep.
Yeah, I think scouting out could be good, and then maybe we could also set up a way to set fire to the entire encampment while they're sleeping and burn them all in their sleep. That's not a bad idea, Grace.
The mental damage
not
from...
really a bad idea. Technically not a bad idea.
Yeah, the mental damage permanently changing Zavon's accent is really... Everyone's just starting to accept it now as the new reality.
I like the new Zavon, but he is as bloodlust as ever. I noticed.
That hasn't changed.
Look. Yes, but they might be good people there, right? Like maybe there's nice people there. Maybe we could ally with them or something.
Well, to be fair,
out
good
first.
people don't ransom other people every week for orbs. That's something I would do.
Perhaps though, if we scout the forest encampment and most people in the forest encampment are like, oh, that Ventor guy, he really likes Orbus and doing weird stuff with them, maybe we want to kick him out and then we can help.
Weird stuff.
Yeah, maybe we only set him on fire. That's not a bad idea.
So
Yeah,
maybe just a little scout.
If we could limit our fire setting just to, 1 or 2 people, that might be better, yeah.
I will say, like, this is kind of like a metagame thing, but if you do charge into potentially competitive situations all the time without any scouting or, like, intelligence gathering, you will, at one point, run into a horribly unfair fight that you have no chance of winning. Like, it's
Angry's
just...
saying he's not afraid to kill us, right?
Yeah.
If we're idiots,
Yeah.
so...
Yeah.
Or at least
Let's keep that in mind.
Like, if you're dumb,
Another option.
I don't mind killing you. So, just throwing that out there. Like, sometimes surprise can work, but I'm just throwing it out there. So, just keep that in mind.
There is another option. We could capture Havoc when he gets here and tie him up, put him on a stick, and then trade with him.
What?
But didn't we learn earlier that he's like one of the most powerful exiles we've ever seen?
Yeah.
He looked really powerful.
He was pretty
Yeah, he looked
terrifying.
pretty badass. He could like basically fly.
He was also wearing a Chevron's wrappings, which is a very, very powerful item. Like, last time you met him, he absolutely terrified you, and you knew in your bones that, like, it was like a rat looking at an elephant. You don't know if that relationship has changed much. But he was much more powerful than you when you last saw him.
We could always...
Not like this.
We
From
could
what you
always
can
buy time with just 1 payment and see how little we could get away with while we build our strength.
That's not a bad idea. So how about we go scout from the Fairgraves Caverns, and then we can assess what we do then. But then we have the other option of going into the prison.
Yeah, that is true. Though we do need to be aware that we should probably leave payment here if we're not going to be back in 2 days.
Yeah. Axiom Prism is another option, because Sawbones is waiting. He wants to work with you. And he says there's a crap ton of treasure in the prison that's being locked in there for a very long time.
I like treasure.
Treasure's good. It would also be nice if we could work further towards this library.
Mm-hmm.
Just because,
Yeah.
I mean, Mathiel's doing great. You've got a great attitude this morning, Mathiel, but, little getting a little further in might be helpful in the long run, just in case you wake up cranky tomorrow.
Sure. Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good, but I like your idea. Let's go with it.
Yeah, we might want to work our way there. Do we know much about the layout? We don't really know much about the layout of the land. I know, I guess, from like a lore standpoint that there was a great library established here in the area of San, but would I
Yes.
know where that is in relation to where we are?
You do. It's like the Great Library, right? In the Imperial Gardens and so on, there is the Great Library. It'll have what it'll have what you need in terms of the amulet. So, because like that library has, it's kind of like, think of it like as like the Library of Alexandria. It's like a massive library, and like many secrets about the island and stuff could be there. That could be like beyond the knowledge of the amulet. You could get lots of useful information from going to that library. Yeah.
I do have an
quite of
idea.
interest.
It's quite possible that Havoc and his master Venter might know something about the library and perhaps be able to get us what we need. Just throwing it out there.
Yeah, because you got some interesting options now, like in terms of so it's basically Axiom Prison, scout the forest encampment from going through the coves, and or chat to them.
Or we can just party until
Until the sun goes down again.
Until the field turns into a giant fish dude.
Yeah. So what do you
That'll
guys
be
do?
for a while though.
We need some decisiveness here now.
I'm feeling like through the forest encampment would be kind of the first thing. Sawbones has been locked up for how many years? He can wait.
Many years.
I do like the idea of scouting. This is a pressing concern. I'd also just like to pull Peacock aside and let him know to organize a ambassador and inform them of our new friends over at the cabins.
Yeah, Trevor
So-
actually came with you. So Trevor the pirate, the Fairgraves
Yeah, I
pirate
introduced
came with you.
Trevor. Had a good party with us. Maybe
he had a good
he was in the tent, maybe not.
He didn't, for a pirate, he seemed unusually reserved when it came to the partying and the grog drinking. drinking. He kept any would-be men or women that were interested in his company. And he was pretty quiet watching the celebrations, though you could see a wistful look in his eyes, as if he was witnessing something he could no longer have.
So obviously we've introduced him to everyone, let them know about the situation, and we send an ambassador out today to do the same over there.
What happened to our abomination in the future, friend?
What?
Oh, Moon, yes. Moon was the guy that came out of the Waypoint from a place he called a horrible temple
he was here,
of blood and...
No, it was Lions, wasn't it?
No, we brought him here for people to keep an eye
he's
on
still
him.
there. Yeah, he hasn't turned into a flesh monster yet, and in fact, he's being fine. He's integrated himself into the group, and he does work. He helps out with work. He does like some scouting, some hunting, and he's actually been working quite a bit with Hegemony to set up things, especially back at Lion Eye's Watch, helping organize security and defense. Is there anything you want to say to him in particular?
Not personally.
Okay.
No, no.
Oh, I almost forgot. Bestel comes up, walks up, and you feel a long, hard grab on your butt, Mithiel. As Bestel's like, hello there, my boy, he says.
I slap his hand away, and I say, I found a burlier man. You're not large enough for me, sir.
I find many things in the glittering Isle of Rayclast. I have a favor I need to ask. Please. The Merry Gull. I want to repair it. I want to be free of this place. Please can you get some cannibal people to help me fix it, please? Please, he says. Mithiel, we've been so close. On the cold nights along the shore, you've kept me warm. I asked this of you, this favor. Just 5 men. Just 5 men for a weekend and I can sail free. Please.
I look around and I'm like, cannibal decisions go to Zizaran. You have to go ask him over there. Sorry.
Mithiel, he says, like grabbing her shoulder. I know you have Zizaran's ear. He won't listen to me, but maybe he'll listen to you. Please.
What do I get out of it?
I'll do anything. I'll do anything for this, please.
Whoa.
What do you want?
Can you slip me either some Orbu or some items under the table? If I get you 5 cannibals?
I could get something. I could find something for you, yes. But only if he says yes.
Okay, I'll go talk to Zivan for you. Give me 1 minute, okay?
Thank you.
He's making shady deals.
Vestal gives you a quick hug. Or maybe you repel him away again, and he's like, yes. He can't contain his excitement at the thought of leaving this cursed island. He just wants to be free.
I wander over to Zivan, like, hey Zivan. Hi.
Hello. What is up?
So, I need to borrow 5 cannibals for a little side project that I'm working on. I just need them, maybe for a day.
Oh.
Just between me and you. No need to tell the others.
I put my hand on Sos's shoulder and then no problem, Ethel, I trust you. You're a straight shooter. Don't worry about it.
Oh, thank you.
Nice.
Okay, I appreciate that. BRB. So I walk over, I round up like 5 of the scrawniest cannibals because we don't want the good ones going with them. I bring them over to Vestel. I'm like, okay, so I'm gonna give you the control of these cannibals. I say, listen up, cannibals. Vestel's in charge. You do whatever he tells you to. And I grab Vestel by the shirt collar. I say,
yes?
You owe me. You owe me
I owe
a
you.
fat item.
I will give you
Now
something
go.
really good. Oh, thank you, Mathiel. Okay, you cannibal scum, he yells. Come with me, we're fixing the ship. And they go with him.
I love that you were eating a snack this entire time.
Oh, yes,
I'm just imagining that it was actually in real game. You had like a palm leaf full of roa jerky. Just like,
These
I
are
like it.
We have
these
to
are muddy
decide how
buddies.
many orbs we're leaving behind.
Mathiel, you like looking at your hand and you're imagining a snack you want to eat. What snack would you want to eat, your character?
I'm eating dried banana chips.
Okay, dried banana chips appear in your hand, but as you raise them up to eat them, they disappear in your mouth. It's an illusion.
What? No!
But you created it. You created it. You realize that you've got some kind of like weird minor power of illusion. Much like Mervail had. It seems to be in its infancy, but it seems with time it's going to grow stronger and stronger.
Nice.
This is not tied to the amulet.
It's tied to your curse. Yeah, the curse gives you this power.
Or he's just going fucking crazy.
He's going to get down to like 2 sanity and just like have a wild time being like OP as hell.
Because our auras, like the current thing, doesn't update. What's the total current I had before?
Total
or it
current?
should just be another. I'll just add another. What do you call it on? Another 9 on
What?
For what?
to the auras.
My auras
for
haven't
leveling.
improved.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
updated
no,
the
but
aura damage. So the aura damage is plus 12 damage.
Yeah.
From our
Oh.
auras, yeah. For everybody. I removed the conditional elemental thing because it's just... Not only does it make auras too strong, but it's also just too much of a headache, right? The game could use a few less conditional modifiers. So you guys are going to go... Sorry, Grace?
12 total.
12 total, yeah. Bonus damage
Okay,
from the
yeah.
auras, yeah. So you guys are going through the coves to scout out the forest encampment, is that correct?
We have to decide how many orbs we're leaving behind to pay havoc.
Sure. What's the tithe, guys?
Yeah, I think probably like a divine and an exalted orb. We can leave that in the charge of probably Germany. I feel like he might be the best to deal with them. He's a pretty trustworthy and honorable chap, and if we tell him that this is what we as a society can spare, I think they might buy that.
Cool. So you, anyone disagree? No? But I see tears running down Scissors' eyes.
No,
Yeah.
it's alright.
Okay. You'll
an
get them
investment.
back.
I would like to say, with every free moment I have, I'm practicing conjuring illusions. So I'm really trying to hone this skill.
You
He's eating his
create
fake
like
banana chips.
you create like a perfect banana, illusionary banana. It's incredible.
I'm like, oh, where did you find that? Can I have a bite? Go to grab it. Does my hand just pass through or something, or do I take a rock?
You take a rock, huh?
I'm like, I try to peel the rock, and I'm like, what's going on? And then I eat the rock. just in my bit. Well, I guess I can't peel this.
It tastes like a rock, unfortunately, even if it looks somewhat like a banana. Nathiel, you just think back to your days on Oriath, before you were exiled, when you were just a simple banana street vendor, and you were used to eat bananas every day, and you were very happy. You were very happy.
This law's canon.
Nostalgia.
But you've literally not seen a single banana since. They seem to be only an imported fruit. They don't grow naturally on the island. I'm sorry.
One day.
One day.
My quest.
Maybe you'll find your banana. So, without further ado, you guys muster your party and you're venturing forth through the secret passage in the coves. Is that correct? Leaving behind an exalted and a divine orb, hopefully enough to tie
should we leave extra like hidden and let him know that there's like a backup if it's not enough and he tries to cause problems, or do you think that'll be enough?
No, I think that's enough.
Okay.
It's an exalted and a divine. Like those are pretty big orbs, yeah. So okay.
We definitely let Hegemony know that he should be expecting someone and to be on their guard, but be as like friendly as possible. That they are potentially dangerous enemies to have, and that we don't want them to become such.
I understand. Hegemony kind of looks at you and goes, "I will defend these orbs with my life. Thank you for entrusting them with me."
Good.
Okay.
Very good. Clap on the back. And away we go!
It's late afternoon when you guys leave Lion Eye's watch as you go walking along the coast to the coves. Again, this area is very safe to travel through, and as you do, you notice some of Fairgrave's men wandering around the coast. They seem to be collecting various items, crates, anything they can find. It seems like Mervail's lair did have the odd bit of loot or gear lying around within the maze, and they are slowly stripping it of everything valuable and putting it on their ghost ship.
Good, they're not going to be pissed at us then.
They give you a wave, and Fairgraves at some point shows up, and he's like, "Welcome, welcome! You're using the passage, I assume."
Yeah, we would like access through. We just are gonna go poke our head through a little bit and see what's on the other side, if you will, if that's not too much trouble.
Hey, you'll be doing us a favor. We didn't want to go through in case we ran into something nasty. So
Yeah,
please,
we'll
by
let
all
you know.
means.
We'll let you know.
Does he have anything to trade?
Map?
Well, I mean, I ideally really want to try to get two okay one-handers instead of the axe.
Yeah. Trading, shopping party.
He goes, if you give me that axe, I'll give you 2 swords.
Are they okay swords or are they bad swords? Because it's a pretty good axe.
How many mods does your axe have, out of interest?
3, I think.
3.
Yeah, 3.
Make a negotiation roll.
Okay. And by the way, Fairgraves, you look very dapper today.
Why, thank you, he says. You can get a +2 for that wonderful fetching comment. So you notice that Fairgraves is an able negotiator. I roll a 3 for a total of 6 on my negotiation. You get 8. You get what is probably considered in the lands of Rayclast a good deal, if you so desire. 1 rare sword with 2 mods, and 1 magical sword with 1 mod.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah, take my axe. Don't want
He
this
takes your
anymore.
axe. Huh. So you're going to have to roll. I'm going to say, I'm just going to type out the stats of these swords now, and you can roll them up. The first sword is a sword, so it gets +1 wham. Correct? That's just the base stat of a sword. Okay? So the first sword has 2 mods. The first mod is wham. 1 wham. Another +1 wham. The second mod is going to be 1d10 strength. Okay? So that's the first double mod sword. The second sword, sword number 2, has a base of 1 wham as well. And it has 1 modifier. I'll roll randomly for this modifier, because why not? Let me just find my magic items list. There we go. So I'm going to roll 1d10. I roll a 10! That doesn't necessarily mean it's good. 2, 3, 4,
Doesn't
5,
work that way
6,
for this.
7, 8, 9, 10. It's 1d10 strength. How about that? Okay. So it's 1d10 strength on the second sword. So lots of strength from these swords. These are swords of buffness and power. But strength isn't bad for HP and stuff, so, and for skills, so it's not bad. Okay, would you like to make the rolls on your items?
Yeah, so are both the swords +2 wham, or one is +2 and one is +1?
One is +2, one is +1. So one of them is both of the swords have the base value of 1 wham for damage, right? But then the first sword has +1 wham as another magic item roll.
Okay, so I just have to roll the strength on both of them, and that's it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good luck. You can use Gold Room today. It's a new day. So
Oh.
you get 3 strength on the first sword. Not an amazing roll.
It's not important. Somebody else might have better loot later.
Oh, and a 10 on the second sword. So
Wow.
that's 10 strength on the second sword, and you get to roll to see if you get a signature mod.
What do I have to roll?
Roll another 1d10. If you roll 5 or higher, you get a signature mod, which is a special unique mod on the item. Of course you fucking get it. Okay. Of course, you little bastard. Okay. Let me find the signature list. It would be funny. If you got Water Walking again. That would suck. Maybe I would allow you to re-roll that. So I'm just gonna roll 1d10. I get 3. I can't believe this is you. Okay, so like, you are the only player, and now you have 2 signature items, and everybody else has 0. Just throwing that out there. Okay.
What a fucking asshole.
This is RNG.
This is a longsword with a power Soul Hunter. You gain Soul Vision, which you can activate as a minor action. Soul Vision allows you to see soul energy clearly, allowing you to track entities with a soul easily and increasing your chances of detecting traps. Using Soul Vision allows you to re-roll soul control rolls and take the higher result when you use to understand or interact with soul energy. It's a bit like Alien Vision.
Witcher Vision? Oh, like Witcher Vision?
Or Alien Vision. It's a bit like Heat Vision, but got to do with like the energy that powers your abilities and stuff. So you might be able to see people through walls, stuff like that. Kind of like Thermo Vision.
Mm.
You can hide your heat, but you can't hide your soul. Ziz is coming for you.
And whenever you activate it, you hear whoosh. Because, like Predator. Very important to me.
Fucking Predator in our group now. Jesus.
So yeah, you can walk on water, and you've got like soul vision. Nice. Okay. So
That's a good deal.
do you want to transmute the sword now? And get a second mod?
So a soul vision on the bad one?
It's on the one mod item, yeah.
It's not a bad one though.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess I'll use my other transmute on that.
Bing! Okay, let me do a roll. I roll a 5. I think that's leech. Wait, no, those are the weapons. They'll be different. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's oh my god! It's +1 wham.
Oh,
Hey!
that's lucky.
Sick. 10 strength 1 wham sword with the signature mod. That thing is basically perfect.
So later on, if I ever want to, I can exalt that.
Yep. And then you can choose a mod of your choice to add to the item. That's really
What
sick.
mods
Might
are
as
there?
well exalt it now.
The kind of mods you could exalt dexterity, intelligence, threshold duration, lower enemy threshold, life or mana leech.
Mana leech.
Mana leech is pretty good. Yeah. Mana
That
leech is
sounds
pretty good.
amazing.
Yeah. Mana
Exalt
leech
it. Do it. Slam it. Do it now.
I say go for it.
Do it now.
Yeah, if you guys don't mind, I want to slam it for mana leech.
Yeah, dearie, make that nice and shiny.
Can I use
Okay.
gold rim on the mana leech, or how does that work?
No, for things that are like +1 wham, +1 mana leech, it's too OP to double it, so no.
Yeah, no, mana leech would be great.
Okay. So this is gonna be the first exalt of like the show. Okay. You take the exalted orb, glittering in gold, and you slam it in, and you get 1 life regeneration a turn. No, you slam it into the sword, and you can choose exactly what you get. Because I decided in this system, you should never feel bad about using an exalted orb. It should always feel fantastic and amazing. Now, remember the maximum amount of mods on an item is 2, but because exalted orbs allow you to get 1 extra mod beyond the maximum. So this sword is like a super sword. It's got a signature mod, a maximum strength roll, +1 wham, and now you get to add 1 more mod on top of that, and it is 1 mana leech.
Mana
So
leech.
whenever you hit an enemy or many enemies, you get 1 mana back. Okay.
Can I name the sword?
You can please do. Please describe
Sapphire.
and name the sword.
So it's a blue. It's like Vinctor hair colored blue, and it's like dripping with like sapphire crystals, and it's called Sapphire.
Nice.
Ooh.
You've pretty much made it unique at this
witnessed.
point.
Yeah, we just witnessed the forging of a great relic of power.
Like,
Oh, you know what? Now I want to buy a fucking unique in PoE. Rip me.
wouldn't that be cool, right? Like, yeah, you take this item and then you make it an actual unique in the game. Man, that would be so cool.
I might save up for that now.
Oh god, only $1,000, right? No, it's more now.
It's
Isn't it
3.5
like
now.
Is that crazy?
2.5. Good god, only 2.5. In my dreams, one day I will have that money. Okay, so this is a lot of money. Okay, so let's push forward a bit. We've got about 45 minutes left in the show. So shall we push on into the forest?
Let's do it.
Adventure, please.
This is an important step because you've kind of officially left the coastal area and are moving into the meatier part of the island.
Act 2, da-da-da.
Act 2, da-da-da.
Yes.
So good luck, you guys. Good luck to
Oh
you.
dear.
You guys
We're
travel
gonna
through the
write that, aren't we?
coves, seeing the odd pirate hauling clams or boxes or loot of some kind, mainly just weapons and such, after doing your trade with Fairgraves, Savan. Finally, you get into the old throne room of Merveil, still looking pretty fresh, still smelling pretty fishy, and Methiel, you just feel at peace here. You just feel comfortable. It just feels right to you.
Ooh, feels like being home.
Feels like being at home. And you guys flip the switch. You hear your albino rower. What's the name of the albino rower, by the way, Grace?
I still haven't named it.
It squeaks and squeals.
Give
as
me
you
your
pull the
name.
lever. And a secret entrance opens out into the roaring jungle. Now, your characters are smart enough to get general directions to the forest encampment, so you have a rough idea of where you're going. But it is a jungle, so there's the chance of taking a misstep. However, you do have Wanderlust, which helps.
No, getting
Not-
lost. Rip DM.
Not getting lost. Rip DM, I know. So you've got a pretty good idea of where you need to go, which is generally speaking due north from where you are, Amie, to get to the forest encampment.
I'm gonna say we're all moving with stealth here. Like we're pushing through the forest pretty carefully. Like, we want to get some information without them knowing we're getting information. So
Yeah.
On the battle grid, could you please organize your marching formation?
So we're heading north.
An idea.
I'll be in front as usual.
Gracie should probably lead the way with phase run, I reckon. Can you just like smash some phase run action as we head through the forest?
No, because then I'd need to use. I'd lose you. You wouldn't see me, and then.
We could go like military style. You phase run up, check if it's safe, and then we move up to you.
I could, but I'm gonna run out of mana.
Oops.
Wait, would I run out of mana? Or can I do that and then regen it?
Non-combat mana regen.
Usually it takes 5 minutes of light rest before you get your mana back. So you can't. I had a player do that in playtesting where he's like, "Hey, mana regen's out of combat, so I'm just gonna continually stay permanently phase run," and I was like, "That's not okay." So that doesn't happen.
Well, I could say we could, for the purposes of this, we'd be happy to move slowly, right? It's like evening, and we're prepared to, after being quite well rested, I guess, move slowly through the night here, even if it's going to take a while.
Really quickly, and you guys would probably take a little while. Apart from
actually, I can see you, by the way, while you're in face run.
Yeah, you can now. Yeah, why don't you two? Why don't you two take the lead, and I'll hang back because I'm not particularly stealthy, so I'm going to be hanging back, maybe with the zombies.
Okay, cool. So Rockwell, Grace, and zombies are hanging back.
No, I'm gonna go.
Grace is moving forwards.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
What are you doing, Mervail?
Once again, I'm being very, very sneaky in case of any chance encounters with monsters, because we don't know the lay of the land here.
Okay, so
I'm off to the side.
Stealthing off to the side. Nice.
Yeah.
Grace, you stealthing up ahead using phase run periodically.
Yeah, plus 4 speed phase run, and then waiting and stealthing, staying in stealth until they get back.
Awesome.
Want us to roll some stealths?
Yeah, everyone please roll stealth. Savon, you stealthing as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, does the sword make it easier for me to see enemies before they like encounter us?
Yeah, basically think of it like heat vision. If that makes sense. Think of it like heat vision.
I have shit out stealth. I rolled 2, so 6 even. 6 total.
Oh, my stealth. I have a ton of stealth.
So I'm hanging back with the zombies. We're like just stealthily moving along.
Okay, sounds good. You guys are creeping through, like you guys are becoming like professionals at this point, right? Like you know, like Grace is ahead, like as a shadow, you're getting like really good information, very carefully creeping through the forest. When you see ahead of you stuff. Okay, so everybody please make perception checks.
Oh snap. Perception 6.
Oh, nice.
10.
Man.
I've changed
getting
natural 10s in
16.
the system for skill rolls. It's no longer an automatic success, it's just an additional +5. Just so you guys know.
Oh.
So that
21.
16 is now 21. And if you roll 1,
solid.
you get an additional -5 to your roll. So that means if you're really, really, really good at a skill, even if you roll a 1, you still might succeed. And if someone is really good and rolls a 9 and you roll a 10, you don't automatically beat them.
Does that
Okay.
change what tier
like it.
bonuses?
I like it a lot.
Yes, it does. I think it'll work better overall, yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
So, okay, with 21 perception is pretty good. And Grace, you get 16. That's nice. Fortunately, the people are not overly trying to hide, and you can see their glowing forms with your soul vision. What do your eyes look like when you have soul vision activated, Savon? It's got to look inhuman in some way.
They're completely like crystal blue, like a glowing. Like my eyes are sort of like this cloudy thing glowing.
Yeah, cool.
By the end of this game, he's just going to be like a full blue man.
I am blue.
I am so fire.
It's like, what damage type do you do? I do blue damage.
Nerf big star.
Oh god. Okay, cool. So what you see is ginormous red-haired monkeys. But they're huge. Okay? You've never seen these things before, but holy crap, they're like enormous. You see basically a tribe of them. Okay? Up ahead. Okay? Sitting there. Firstly, you see what's clearly a chieftain of some kind. I guess I'm a bit new to this like token thing though. But I'm gonna say monkey chief. Okay. I'll just do that. He's the monkey chief, okay, standing right, like, he's hulking, he's massive, he's like 6 foot tall, he's got red fur, and he seems to be glowing with all kinds of like corrupted energy. You see 2 auras rotating around him, a haste aura and an ice aura. And he's just like, and then he like smashes a tree, right? He seems like quite unstable, okay?
Have they seen us yet?
No, they have not. I've not seen you at all.
Sweet.
Okay.
I'm assuming we noticed them from pretty far off since we did pretty well on the perceptions.
Yeah. Much to your horror, you realize to the sides, again, nobody has seen you yet. You see yet more monkey chiefs. Okay. So it seems like there's not one, but there's actually 3 monkey chieftains. Okay. So we're just going to say, oops. We're going to say this is monkey chief 2. And this here is going to be monkey chief 3.
Wait, are you tagging these so we can see them?
Yeah, I can't see.
Can you see the tokens?
We can see the tokens.
Just the tokens,
but that's
yeah.
it.
You can't see the names.
there's no description.
I can see the
No,
names.
is it black? Because we're looking at a black field. Are you?
I can see
What
the
color
tokens.
is the?
You
You can probably name them and see them, but we can't because you have control of them.
Yeah, it says
Just like you might want to
name.
color code them if you want them to be different. Is all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The bottom one is blue. Is that our zombies?
That's mine. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's ours.
Oh, okay.
I guess, I'm kind of new to this, but I can say tint color. Yeah, I'm gonna make them like...
There we go.
There we go.
Yeah, that works.
That's nice and scary. Yeah.
Okay,
It's
I'm
red.
gonna tint their color to red for the Chiefs, because they're like particularly powerful, right? They're massive hulking, and all of them are like powered with corrupted energy, right? So they're all packing auras, so they look very powerful.
Packing heat.
All packing auras. Okay, and then what you see in the trees above are swarms of monkeys. Okay.
Oh shit.
And these are like each token here represents 10 monkeys. Okay?
Jeez.
10 monkeys. Ready to fling poop at you if they so desire. And yeah, they're hanging like above the trees, above the head of the
Are we inside of the town? We saw a town in the distance, did we?
You do not see the town yet.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So, what do you guys do? You have the complete element of surprise if you so desire.
I'm like hanging back, so I'm gonna just pop back a little bit. Hopefully motioning towards the others, like hopefully they're like looking back. I'm like, just pull back so we're not surrounded. But I'm not near them, so I'm not gonna yell out or anything.
Yeah.
My zombies are attached to you for now, by the way.
Okay.
Bit of a pickle.
I look like obviously like Grace is standing next to me, so I like can I whisper to Grace
Yeah.
without like the enemy?
Yeah, that's
So
fine.
like, do you think we can like try to? Do you think we can sneak past them?
I'm just not sure how good everyone else is. Maybe we should curve around instead of going straight through.
Okay, yeah, I motion like to everyone like that we like sneak back, move backwards.
Okay, you guys pull back.
Yeah.
Mr. DM, can't I use my Stormcall like a trap? And like paint a bunch of targets down or something?
You can only, at the moment in this tier of gameplay, you can only paint one target. You could do.
Okay, but I can set it and like trigger it when I want, or is it?
Yeah, so you could get like a free storm call before the fight engages from stealth. Yes.
All right, so as they pull back, I'm gonna put like a storm call. I think I can draw a little picture here. I'm gonna just draw a little storm call like in this area here. So I just put a little marker there, and I'm just like maintaining concentration on that for now, just in preparation. I assume I
Getting
can
ready to
cancel
release
it. I can dismiss it if I want to. I assume.
So you kind of can get like a sudden burst of power if you need, just as the fight engages.
Will
Yeah,
they
what if
know if I cast a curse on them?
Yes.
They'll definitely notice that.
You'll be like, I got this big letter appears on their head. They'll know you there. Like, so do you guys want to jump them, or do you want to try sneak past them? Like, what do you want to do? They clearly are like corrupted by like evil energy from the island, and have been driven mad by
with the group. I'm like, look, we probably want to get through and be able to scout this town, and these things we don't want them behind us if we need to retreat, right? So if we want to continue forwards, we're gonna have to get rid of these. What do you think?
One by one would be best.
I think I can maybe conjure some bananas or some distracting thing for at least one of the groups
I like
far away.
I point to the shrub that I've painted the marker on. I'm like, if you put some there, that might work.
I love it. That's brilliant. Okay.
Do you think we could like silently slit the throat of a chieftain without it alerting anyone?
I mean,
like,
one
these
of
things
these
are
could
like
definitely
massive, and you don't even see a neck. Like they're like these armored, chunky monkey guards.
They're just shoulders and heads.
Yeah. Okay, Mathiel, you wave your hand, and suddenly a bunch of beautiful bananas appears right next to the Stormcall marker of Rockwell. These monkeys look very excited because they've never seen a banana in their life, but it just looks right to them, you know. Fits perfectly in the human hand. So
instinctual.
Immediately, two groups of like two monkey chiefs go running towards the bananas.
Okay, I'm gonna let them eat for now. I'm just gonna let them eat for now.
Yeah, the other monkey, and the baby monkeys drop from the trees, and then the two monkey chieftains look at them, and they're like, wah, 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 and they like back off, waiting to eat the scraps, as the two chieftains go up to the bananas, getting ready to eat their full. When suddenly, the storm
I'm holding it for a sec. I'm letting everyone else get into position. All right, like
you can't see my eyes, but
we've got to get into position. I'm getting into position. Are we fucking ready to pineapple?
We're ready. I'm ready. I climb up in a tree right above.
You're in a tree?
I'm super stealth. I've been in the tree the whole time.
That's a great idea.
Climbing up in the tree. I like
tree.
I'm in some rough shrubbery, and
is this the first time I've had the jump? No, second time. Sorry.
This is the second time. This is a well-executed stealth.
Not very often.
By the way,
I jump in first now, so that I'm the first thing they see, and they all try to attack me.
Okay.
What's Grace doing?
I'm gonna cast Ellie Weakness on that group.
Okay.
Alright, I'm gonna like time. I'm gonna do like a hand countdown with Grace, so we do that shit. Like she does that shit on 2, and I do it on the 1, and then we go.
Okay.
Yeah, and I run in as well.
You guys leap into action. I'm a bit worried about the balance implications of pre-charging up storm calls for ambushes. What do you guys think? Should I allow it?
I mean, that's kind of like the point of this. Isn't that the kind of the point
we get ambushed sometimes.
That's true. So can I ambush you with storm call like that?
Yeah, we have the ability to detect soul markers. That's my understanding of it, is that you can make...
I thought they were traps.
You can make detection checks to try and find the markers, and the monkeys are too fucking stupid to do that. That's
no, you're right, okay. Considering you can detect the marker, I'm okay with it, now that I think about it. Thank God I made that rule that you can detect them. So the monkeys don't really have a chance to detect it because they're too stupid. So they lure up on the fake banana, and then they're like, eat a rock, and they're like, they look very angry. And then everybody leaps into action. Before anything, Ziggy, can you just roll the damage for your free storm call that you've prepped for
this would be ambush. With Grace, because of how we've timed it. Grace is cursing them all with elemental weakness before this is happening. So
okay. So
do I roll twice for that, or is it lower there? It halves their resist, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let me roll this storm call. This better be a fucking epic storm call.
I'm putting a little blue icon to represent that all of these monkeys here have elemental weakness on them.
Sweet. All right. Fucking. Not bad. That's not
96.
bad. With elemental weakness.
Very nice. Okay. Immediately, the elemental resistances of the two monkey chiefs and their monkey minions are halved, as you hear thunderous call. Thunder follows the call of Rockwell himself, as suddenly there's just this as lightning just swirls all around, hitting 20 monkeys and 2 monkey chieftains for 96 points of lightning damage. How much threshold reduction do you have?
I have 12 threshold reduction now. They're all shocked, aren't they?
Yes. All the monkeys and the monkey chieftains are shocked, which means everybody who attacks them for their next attack will be able to roll twice and take the higher result.
That's like such a good initiator, man. This is my first time calling pineapple. I call pineapple.
Yeah, this is true.
Pineapple!
The monkeys are shaking. Can everybody roll initiative, please?
Yeah, let's do it.
You will automatically beat the monkeys in the first round because it's surprise.
Do you have increased duration on your stuff, Ziggy?
Yeah, I do
Of
have
effect?
increased damage duration, so an extra round of shock. In case
Very
it's going to
nice.
matter. I think it's bloody dead. Initiative.
21.
Oh dear.
Oh.
Right. No, a bug got in my mouth. Sorry guys, I'm really distracted right now.
Oh dear, Grace
You got your
gets
curse off at least.
-2. Oh dear. Okay, -2 initiative for Grace. Monkey Chief's still sitting pretty at 18. Rockwell gets 13. Okay.
We got the jump on him. It's okay.
Ziz gets 20.
Someone beat the monkeys at least, so he can finish them off.
And how much does Mathiel get? 21. My god, Mathiel.
Oh,
You are fast and responsive to...
Oh, Mathiel's going to take him on.
Okay.
Get him! Pineapple!
This will be the initiative order for the next round, but for the first round, because it's a surprise round, you all get to go before the monkeys. Okay. Yes. So, Mathiel. We'll say Grace goes first and cast Elemental Weakness, yeah?
I thought that was our surprise round. I thought me and Grace just did our surprise round, did we not?
So, surprise doesn't give you, like, bonus actions, right? All surprise does is mean you automatically win an initiative in the first round, okay? Bonus action surprise rounds were just too powerful. I allowed the Storm Call because Storm Call is like, you cast it the round before, right?
Yeah.
Before the combat actually engaged.
Yeah.
So
so
now
I
this
cast
is-
my early weakness.
Yes, so Grace casts her Ellie weakness. Now, Mathiel, you can go.
Can I
There's zombies?
get my zombies in? Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Who are your zombies going for?
This dude down here.
Okay, Monkey Chief at the bottom, Monkey Chief 3. He's glorying with aura power, though he is shaking with electrical shock as your zombies slam into him. Okay, and how much damage do each of your zombies do? It's 18, right?
18. Yep.
Very nice. 18 times 5. Okay, the zombies go slamming into the zombie chief, already smoking from the electrical power. He roars. These creatures actually seem very tough and powerful, though the zombies tag teaming him in the group of 5 start like literally tearing away chunks of fur and biting into his thick meaty body. Okay,
Nice.
go Mathiel.
Okay, so I'm in the tree above, and I take the opportunity. I jump down, and all they hear is hoot 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 hoot, and then cleave multi-strike. Whoosh. And
Birdman.
2 hits of 82 damage to all the monkeys that are on me.
Do they get to roll
again.
twice?
Shock.
Oh,
Yeah,
they're
shock,
shocked.
so you can roll twice.
Okay. Oh, it's a crit! 2 hits. Oh, and crit! Oh, man. So that was 50 more damage. So that's 162 minus 10. 2 hits of 152.
That's disgusting.
The sound of death.
So sorry, was that a cleave or an elemental hit? I lost track.
It was cleave. Yeah, that was
Wow.
cleave.
So you hit 20 monkeys and 2 chieftains. There's just blood and guts and gore as 20 monkeys fall to the ground dead. 20 flash charges up, but I don't think
Describe
anyone
your
needs
20
them.
kills.
You just see like monkey limbs flying everywhere as Mathiel just goes apeshit. If you excuse the pun.
Ape shit.
The first monkey chief, as tough as he is, crumples to the ground in a gout of blood and in a gout of blood as he crumples to the ground. There's only one monkey chief remaining, who looks bleeding profusely and like barely limping from the mighty blow that Mathiel just dealt him.
Yes.
Nice. Go Zizaran.
Am I able to reach the monkey chief to the right?
You may.
Okay. I'm gonna go for that then. Then I'm going to double strike with fortify.
Nice.
New swords, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got swords
right.
again.
Okay. Let's see. This is a new roll I haven't done before. So. So wait. 1d10 times 6.
Oh, I forgot to
No.
mention that very quickly. The monkey chief is stunned, which means
Yeah.
on his next attack he will roll twice and take the lower result. Thanks to the mighty blow from Mathiel.
If he lives that long.
Shocked and stunned. Not a good situation to be in for the monkey chief.
Kind of fucked.
Okay, so it's 1d10 times 8 plus 12 plus 4. I think that's it.
Okay, give it a go. I know your stats are all a bit different now because you equipped some new items. Okay, with a 6, you roll 64 points of damage. You run up to the Monkey Chief, plunging your 2 new swords into its chest. It kind of looks at the two swords sticking in its chest. It looks up at you and goes, and rips them out of its chest and goes, beating its chest wildly. I said chest a lot in that description. Pushing you back and getting ready to do battle.
Chests its chest.
Okay, it's now the Monkey Chief's turn.
Then
Okay.
I leech 1 mana, right?
You leech 1 mana, yeah, so you get 1 mana back. Mana leech is pretty
Damn.
good. Okay,
Easy.
I had a character that stacked enough mana leech so that he just wouldn't spend mana on attacks. That was great. Okay, mana leech only works on physical damage or converted physical damage, just so you know. So it works on skills like double strike, ground slam. It won't work on things like fireball, etc. Right? Does that make sense?
Yep. So it's
Cool.
attack damage.
Yeah, attack damage basically. Cool. Well, Zizaran, the Monkey Chief, beats its chest, raises its meaty fists and powdered auras, and just goes swinging them down straight at your head. It seems very, very, very strong indeed.
Go tank man.
And it's just focusing all its rage and power on you. I roll a 10, I crit! Of course! So the crit is an extra 25 points of damage. Please take 130 points of physical damage.
Right, 130 minus 79, so that's 51 divided by 2. I take 25 damage.
25 points. Wow, that's very nice. You're very tanky. Did you use your shield flask for that?
No, I had Fortify up.
Oh, that's OP. Fortify is so good. Damn.
God.
Okay.
So broken.
Nice crit, bro!
As you see with the momentum of his hit, you suddenly see a strange orb, like a kind of yellowish orb that like appears and starts floating around him. Seems to be energizing him, making him tougher. He immediately consumes the orb. Boom! It kind of looks a bit like an explosion of energy that like ripples around his body and like empowers him. Essentially, just talking in game mechanics, the Monkey Chiefs generate endurance charges on attack, and as a minor action, they can spend them to double their current physical and elemental mitigation for 1 round. Okay. So he's like glowing gold now, and he's like, roar! As he's getting ready to go to town. 10 monkeys come falling from the trees, landing on your head, Savan. I don't think it's possible for them to damage you with your amazing mitigation, but
I
I'll
love
try.
that. It's just like, it's not actually physically possible to hurt you.
I crit again, and each monkey does 50 points of damage.
Wow.
What's your elemental resistance?
79.
So basically, you stand there as the monkeys are like, "Gah, gah, gah,"
So
and they're
broken.
unable to harm.
Literally
Oh my
cannot
God.
damage me on a crit.
I'm actually worried because DM's gonna have to like balance the game around you, and we're all gonna get fucked in the process.
It's easier to crit him. Look, I mean, Zavan is not stacking like crap tons of damage like some of you guys. Like he's taken Fortify, and like nearly all his character points are on survivability. He's
I
a
haven't
tank.
taken
Like,
1 damage point.
yeah, like Merveil still took him down. So like crits can still get him down, but he's insanely tanky, and like that's a good thing. Like it's good that there's a character that can get in the face of the big nasties and actually stand toe to toe round after round. Like that's kind of the idea of like a tanky melee character. So I love his build. It's awesome. It's hard. He doesn't have many weaknesses right now though in terms of tankiness. Bastard.
Not
Okay.
yet.
Yeah. Okay. So I have one more monkey chief. It turns to Mervail and it's like, and it brings its fist down in a similar attack going straight at your head.
Please.
Unfortunately, it is stunned, so I have to roll twice and take the lower results. My first roll is a 1! So the stun doesn't really matter. But yeah, it rolls a 1, so it misses. Mervail, you dance slightly to the side as like the tree you're standing in front of just like evaporates from the might of the blow. Boom! It's just gone. It's like no endurance charge generated for it. It's still shocked because of the threshold duration increase from you guys. Okay, it's a new round. Ching! So the Monkey Chiefs for this round actually go third. Go Mervail.
Okay. Let me take a look here. So I'm still engaged with one monkey chief, right?
Yeah.
And it was like on its last legs.
Yeah, it's really hurt.
I'm gonna say,
and shocked.
in a true show of disrespect, I just do a normal attack.
Wow, a basic attack. You're just like,
If you don't kill it with that. Did I not get a turn that round?
Did I skip you? I did skip
Yeah,
you, Rockwell.
actually,
I'm so
actually
sorry.
skip.
Rockwell,
yeah,
take
never
your
mind.
turn.
Okay.
My
Oh.
apologies. I'm a bad guy.
You bastard. Yeah, all right. I'd like to say that. Hey, Gracie, have you ever cursed 21 monkeys at once before? Just like hint for next round. I could totally kill steal Mervail here,
Ooh.
but I'm not gonna do it. Like I see
Rock
Zizaran
way
is
over here.
surrounded. I see Zizaran is surrounded. So I'm gonna move up here with move speed booties and chuck a freeze pulse through the. So this is a pack of how many monkeys?
Freeze Pulse only hits 3 enemies, just so you know.
Oh,
Fireball would hit everything. Cleave would hit everything, but
All right, fuck
Freeze
it.
Pulse has a limit of 3.
I'm sending a fireball right. I'm just like dropping it right on top of Zavon's head, knowing that I can control the energy well enough that it's gonna be harmless to him. But
Yeah.
you're the center of the blast, though, just so you know. All right.
Fire billows out, and the monkeys seem particularly afraid of it as it wraps around them.
Weakness discovered. All right, rolling that fireball.
Yeah, just so you know, mechanically,
Not bad.
fire damage automatically penetrates monkey resistances because they are vulnerable to fire. Okay, you roll an 8 for 79 points of fire damage. The flame wraps around, the monkeys scream. The 20 monkeys are set on fire, ignited. They're not dead, but they seem pretty scared. And the monkey chief beats his chest on fire, and he's like, "Ooh."
Is he on fire too?
No, actually not, since he just
12
used his
threshold
endurance
reduction?
charge.
Alright, yeah.
12, no. Because he doubled his... Like, it's weird, he doubled his resistance, and then I got halved. Actually, he is on fire. Good. Okay.
Cool.
Yeah, you set him on fire. You actually, your threshold reduction is starting to really...
2 rounds it ignites. Honestly, we can just run and they're gonna die probably.
Yeah. They're gonna burn for 2 turns. Very nice. Okay. So that was Rockwell's turn. Now begins the new round. Go, Mervail.
Okay, so regular attack on the monkey. Total disrespect. I'm like, my eyes are closed as I'm swinging both my swords at him. Oh, and he's still shocked, right?
Yeah, so you get to roll twice and take the higher roll.
Same thing.
2 sevens.
70 damage, just
It's happened twice.
Alright.
You do 70 points of damage with like your basic non-special attack, which is easily enough to kill the monkey chief. Describe your lazy kill. Style.
Okay, so I just walk up to him, and then with my sharp sword, with my dream feather, I cut off both his hands, and I put his hands over my hands, and I have like Hulk fists. I'm like, ah! I have monkey hands.
I think the amulet's getting to him. We better put him down.
It's getting a little concerning, I won't lie. It's getting just a little concerning. Okay.
It's been one day. It's been one day. And he's already gone insane.
Goes on. You are surrounded by 21 monkeys.
Huh.
On fire.
How like damage do the monkeys? Actually, never mind. They're not gonna do me anything anyway. I'm gonna double strike with fortify on the monkey.
On the monkey chief.
Yep.
Cool.
I'm gonna wait. The double or like the hit twice ability, is that once per fight? Yeah.
Yes. Once, if you're dual wielding, once per fight, you can reroll an attack roll and take the higher result.
Getting greedy for deeps. Oh,
Oh! Rerolling into the 10, nice. 96
Right.
points of damage plus your strength and dexterity added together because you use
Yeah,
yourself.
I know. Here's where my character starts coming into shine with crits. So that's 96 plus 22 plus 25 plus where is it?
Well, you do bonus
Need to read
crits
that.
because of your unique, right?
Yeah, and my amulet. Plus 8 plus 10. 161 damage in his face.
161 points of damage. That's pretty crazy. It's almost like the old numbers. It's almost like you just
Nice number
ignored the
crunch.
number crunch. And the Herald of Ash, by the way, from this ignite will easily kill everything. So, Because that's like half of that damage goes to as burning damage to the monkeys.
And they're already on fire.
Zizaran, please describe your killing of 20 monkeys and a monkey chief.
Right. Okay. So I sort of like think like golf. I like bring my like swords like this and like whoosh, and like split open the monkey chief, and it like turns into like a lava fountain volcano thing, and it just like spreads out flame as like the monkey chief just erupts and just like eviscerates everywhere. And just like covered in blood.
Okay, nice. I'm gonna keep this chief up here for future tokens. Yeah, all the monkeys are obliterated, and your like, you know, your SWAT team ambush really worked out well for you guys. They all lie dead at your feet, smoking in so many chunks of monkey meat.
I just think whatever God put that encounter together, I hope they didn't spend too much time on it.
Yeah, that went pretty badly for my guys. I won't lie. I thought the monkey chiefs might get some good going on, but you guys, wow, didn't take any damage. That was pretty disgusting. Surprise is very, very powerful, right? Surprise is, as you guys discovered, surprise is very
coordination.
powerful.
That clear speed meta though.
Yeah, man, you just actually killed the monkeys quickly. Off in the distance, through the various winding trees, you see something. No, it's not the forest encampment. It's another kind of camp entirely. It seems to be a small camp with appears to be some rower hanging up on like on a stick. And you see a couple of shapes moving in and out of the camp.
Is this like immediately as we conclude the battle?
Off in the distance, yeah, after you clear the battle.
They
seem to be rushing up to their feet because they heard all this commotion, and you know there's like a couple of trees on fire, and there's craters in the ground, and like dead mass murder monkeys, and you see what appear to be a couple of bandit-esque like exiles rising to their feet and rushing towards you.
How many heat signatures do I see?
You see 5.
Can we set up? I let the others know that there's 5. There are 5 enemies coming. Should we set up a trap?
What? Who are they? Do we know the enemies?
You don't know.
I mean, I'm Zivon. There are other people.
So we're sure they're enemies.
Yes.
What's Grace doing?
I mean, I've got 4 movement speed with phase run. I could just sprint and find out.
Yeah.
Go scout them. Go scout them quickly.
We'll be careful.
Grace, make a stealth check. And please spend the mana for this phase run. So minus your current mana.
Well, we regened after the combat, didn't we?
No, you haven't had time to rest.
Oh.
Okay.
Everything is still current
7.
right now. So you got to spend the mana, yeah. You turn into a shadow once again, or maybe you stay as a shadow, and you go rushing forward to check out these exiles rushing towards you. Please make a stealth check. I just want to see if they spot you.
16.
Is that with your bonus?
Yeah.
Phase one?
They see you.
Ooh.
Oh. They're like, there's one phase coming for us! Kill her!
Wait, I'm phase run. Why am I running in, like, the open?
You're not running in the open.
I'm under the ground, man. I'm under the ground. Do they see me under the ground?
They do, and they
I guess.
Like, think about it like this. I can't make it so it's literally impossible for them not to see you. So I rolled a 9 plus 8. You rolled a 3 plus 13, and I beat you by 1.
Okay.
So it's like
It's
incredible roll
sticking out of
versus
the dirt.
bad roll. Yeah. Your head's sticking out of the dirt, and then it's like, one's coming to ambush us! And they take this as a sign of you're trying to kill them, right?
No.
Okay, do you want to okay, firstly, you notice all 5 of them are carrying bows. Okay?
Okay.
They're all exiles. Yep. Like, their bows are, like, glowing with magical energy. You see one of them who seems to be the leader. He's got this, like, long, like, silver hair and, like, long, like, very, very handsome-looking, like, silver beard, right? He seems to be in his, like, 50s. And he's got, like, wearing, like, pure white leather clothes. And he's the one, he says, hey, one of them's coming around us, kill it!
I'm going to put my hands up so it's just my 2 hands and my head emerging from it. I'm like, no, dearie, sorry, just wanted to check out, see if you were, are you still gonna...
Get up out of the ground, now, he says.
Okay, it's just gonna take a little bit of
You see he's currently got what looks to be like a thunderbolt, like stretched up on his bowstring. Like it's basically an arrow that's like pure lightning, pointed straight into like, your forehead. Like,
Oh,
who are you? Identify yourselves. And he looks.
Little Gracie.
He's like, back the hell away, and I want to see where you are. Hands up.
Can I leap them in and surprise them?
We don't know if they're
This
enemies.
is not a
yet.
surprise.
Don't get Gracie killed. Maybe we can just approach.
They haven't shot at her yet.
If Gracie goes down, we're fucked. So we've got to get her out of there.
Okay, so they actually
Okay.
fan out along the north, right? In like a loose semicircle, or 5 of them, like so.
And we're back, and Gracie's ahead, phase running. So we should move back a bit.
Yeah. And Gracie, you've been kind of caught over here, and they're looking at you. Were your zombies stealthing with you?
No,
No, zombies
keep them
are back with us.
Rockwell if they're not with me. if when I'm scouting.
Okay. Sure, they're hanging back with Rockwell. You guys are hanging back. All of them carrying bows. You can identify the bandit leader by his pink tint, because he knows his shiz.
Okay.
Yeah, and he's got like this like lightning arrow currently strung on his bow, and he's like, okay, now just everything slow down. Who the hell are you, and what do you want?
Oh, I'm so sorry, dearie. I was just making sure you weren't any more of those big monkey things.
Do we look like monkeys to you? He
Oh
turns
no,
and
but
goes,
now I can see
ladies,
you.
gentlemen, I would like to say I'm a pretty distinguished man. One who lives off the land. I'm not no monkey.
Clearly now.
What's her
Now
name?
I can see you. I'm Grace.
He smiles. You look beautiful, he says.
Oh.
And please, introduce your friends to me.
Oh, well, I will, but just so you know, they might not want to come out with all your bows out.
We're going to protect ourselves. We understand you need to do the same. Let's just keep an eye on each other, and hopefully nothing can go wrong.
Can we
How does
hear
that
them
sound,
from here,
Missy?
or
You
is
said.
she like kind of far ahead?
Sorry, say that again, Ziggy?
Can we hear from here, or are we kind of
You can
is she
hear.
kind of far ahead?
This is loud and clear.
Okay.
They can see you.
All right.
And they look back at you guys, kind of standing, there as Grace is doing the conversation.
So,
Are you
I
walking
wander
up,
out.
Rockwell? Okay, everybody walks up.
I'm not calling my zombies forwards.
They hand back. They're like, okay. We eke out a comfortable living in this forested area. What are you doing here? We didn't even know that there were settlements to the south. We thought there was just a rock face. How the hell did you get here? He says, leaning back.
We were in a faraway land fighting a very powerful magician, and just as we were about to kill her, she threw some sort of spell on us, and we appeared in the random jungle over here. So we're trying. We don't really know where we are.
Sounds
I
like
just
a bit of a
nod.
tall story to me, he says, raising his eyebrows. But whatever.
I
you
believe
know.
her name was Piety.
Piety? Never heard of that name. I don't know, maybe you ate too many mushrooms in the forest and you got lost. He kind of looks at his fellow bandit friends and they laugh with him. So besides the bandit leader, just to describe to you, you see a woman to his right. She looks like it could be his sister. She's got also long, shockingly silver hair, but she's a lot younger than him. She's like more in like her 30s. Okay, and she looks quite beautiful, but you notice a lot of wicked scars running across her lower jaw, and she carries her bow very comfortably. And you notice that right now there's an arrow knocked on it for one for each of you. Right?
oh shit.
And you see her just kind of leaning back, not saying anything, and she just eyes all of you. Okay.
Could I soul manipulation check her scars?
Yeah. Make her roll.
Oh no, I pressed F12. That's terrible.
Okay. 13 on soul manipulation.
Mm.
She's just got these scars mainly from battle and such, and living. It's a very rough life. living in this forest. They seem well-fed and well-equipped too, actually. Very well-fed and very well-equipped. You have no idea what the relation is to the forest encampment to the north, but they're very close to it.
Okay.
I'd like to announce my presence, take a step forwards, and just be like, we heard there's a camp or an encampment here in the forest somewhere, like a larger village of people or something. We were thinking of making our way there. Do you know much about it though? We don't mean any harm or have any beef with you. Like as our friend said, we're strangers to these lands, and we're just kind of looking to find our way through.
I understand, he says. By the way, he's like, I like to call myself, he looks up to this guy, the Silver Fox. And the whole bandit group goes, ugh. I'm
just like, wow, that's a really cool name.
Yeah. Thank you, he says. Ooh. We are just a ragged band of people trying to survive in this tough land, working together against anything that we might run into, he says. That camp to the north is full of foul, evil people who practice wicked, dark magic, amongst other things. I hear terrible stories of them capturing people and torturing them. Not only that, the leader of their camp, a foul, fat man by the name of, he leans forward, Ventor. His greed is unrivaled by no one, and he will steal and take and bribe from anyone he gets his grubby hands on. We used to live in other areas of the forest, but things are heating up here. We've got a couple of these, like, so-called bandit lords, exiles from Oriath, who've laid a claim to their area of this forest. We've had to retreat south. This is the only safe place we've been able to eke out an existence. But let me save you some time. It's not safe to go to the forest encampment.
Well, it seems that you and I have somewhat aligned interests, for we too have somewhat of a beef with this Venter. He is just claimed that he owns us and our lands, and we must pay tribute to him. So your story certainly matches with our experiences.
Yes, he is a monster. They all are in that town. We're actually thinking of attacking the encampment. Maybe taking what we can, but maybe with your help, we could work together and take it out entirely. Take it over, it could become our new base. Something we can use to fight against the bandits. What do you say?
This is of great interest to us. Do you mind if me and my group step away for a moment and discuss?
Sure thing. Just don't stray out of bow range or we will fire.
We'll stay in bow range, but...
I keep an eye on them, especially with my soul vision, and I keep an eye out for anyone else that, like, if there's anything near.
I just, like, casually kind of lean up against a tree. Is that, like, okay?
Yeah, you guys form a little huddle away from the group.
But this time we're keeping an eye on them, okay?
Yeah,
not
keeping
like last
an eye on them.
time.
You're not, like, you're aware that they might suddenly start deciding to fire at you.
We're like in kind of a loose kind of circle here.
Okay.
All right, so gang, I mean, it seems we've had fortune fall upon us.
This could take good.
This could take care of multiple problems. Deal with the blackguards, get the rest of the medicine that we desire, take care of the owing of money. Do you think these people would be... Well, they seem to know a lot about them. We might be able to ask whether, what their power is and whether there's much danger involved.
Yeah, I think we should let these people live, but I don't think we should discuss for too long because they could pineapple us back.
I agree with that. We learned our lesson last time.
As soon as I've said my opinion to the rest of the group, I sort of walk back towards the, to just let them know I'm keeping an eye on them.
They seem to be having a discussion very quietly amongst themselves as well.
Oh, okay.
Perhaps
they move a bit closer to each other.
Maybe Mithiel and one of their people could go and scout. I'm just a little cautious about actually attacking the camp without doing a bit of our own scouting, because we're only taking their word for it. I'm keen on it. Still want our own eyes.
Good point, Gracie. We might want to see for our own eyes.
You could make perception checks, please. I want to see if you notice anything unusual.
Oh, such bad perception.
Oh.
I roll a 1. So I get 9 minus 5 for a total of 4 on my stealth check.
16.
Uh,
Nice whatever roll.
I'm on
What?
9.
What you notice is it appears that the wonderful white leather that he's wearing is made of human skin.
Oh.
And not only that, when you look in their
That's okay.
encampment,
We have cannibal friends.
Sure, you notice all of their gear is clearly not theirs and stolen. You can tell this by you see like maybe name tags. The clothes don't fit them too well. Maybe they got it off dead corpses. You're not too sure. And Rockwell, you like gaze deeply into the camp, and like while they're talking, and like the tent flap blows in the wind, and inside is a table with what appears to be like, I don't know, some random guy, except he's like neatly being cut open, and he's basically being skinned and cured like an animal for his parts.
I just like whisper, you're all seeing what I'm seeing, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the cannibals are one thing. These guys seem like something else.
I look towards like the rest of the group, and I sort of do like this.
I say, since they all have bows, let's walk back to them, similar to our very first fight, and pretend like we would like to strike an agreement, because in close range, I'm sure that their bows will not be as scary, and I could illusory warp to chill them all in one go.
Look how they clumped up. That's a great.
Are we gonna?
They're all together now.
Are we gonna pineapple this?
We're in the forest.
I think
It'd
so.
be great if we could find some sweet fruit.
I mean, immediately.
Grace says this out aloud. Bandits are eyeing you. Some of them spread out a little bit more, you know. Not all of them.
What?
Are you doing this or you're not doing this? Zizaran, you walk up to them. Their bows are still out. They're still, you know, they're not like surprised or anything. They're like, so? You know, if you want to, you could come at our camp and share a meal with us. We have some broth boiling up, and we could talk about our future plans together. What do you say?
I'm like, yeah, that sounds great. Lead the way. We'll share some broth.
Yeah.
Does that sound acceptable to all of you? He says, looking at
Yeah,
Grace,
great.
looking at Mithiel. Great.
Give my most cheerful. You guys seem okay. Let's be friends.
Okay, they gesture along, and you guys go walking with them back to their camp.
Wait. As soon as they like group, so they're like walking closer together, then, right?
No. These are trained archers in a jungle. They keep spread out. Though, the silver fox and his sister are walking side by side now.
Where are they?
They're right
I
next
think
to
they're
each other.
pink and gray.
Pink and
Yeah,
gray.
pink and gray.
So
you
we
see
would
the
be like
sister
here?
look at you, Zizaran, and like you just feel like she sees right through your core. Like she looks at you with like a look of disgust and suspicion.
Is the pink the sister?
No, the silver is the sister.
Can
The silver
everyone
fox is-
line up how we're standing?
I just like motion for Grace to kind of like hang back a
I'm
little bit.
moving slowly like an old person now that I don't have faith.
Yeah, like
And the zombies are helping me.
Like she's like looking at the silver fox and she's like shaking her head, and the silver fox, you know, the leader, he's kind of like, no, it's gonna be okay, you know, like they're fine.
Before
I've got a good
they have
feeling
a
about
chance-
this.
Before they have a chance to do anything, I ram Sapphire up her spine with double strike and fortify.
Okay, they're not surprised. I'm just gonna say that now.
Oh.
So this is what really happens. Zizaran, you pull out your weapons, and they're like, shit! And they pull out their bows, and shit goes down. Suddenly, the air is humming with arrows, enchanted with all sorts of strange energy and soul powers, as you guys burst out your own shiz, as you get ready to do combat with these bandits. Next time. On Path of Paper.
Bandit battle.
You did just pineapple them, though, yes. That was... You didn't actually say pineapple, though, Zizaran. I'm very
it was
disappointed.
a somewhat poorly executed pineapple. We can do better.
You need to work on your execution.
I was thinking we get around the table, you know, and then we like have one of those kind of like, you know, from like Inglourious Bastards, where he's like drinking the milk and they're like sitting there in an intense scene, and I'm like placing a storm call silently on the table, and then we do like kickflips away and everything blows up.
It flips away.
Yeah.
And I do some more pole vaulting.
These are like cannibal kind of cannibal archers that like have been preying on travelers in the past. So like they're not going to be surprised, you know, like they're like watching you like hawks, and then they're never, you know, reducing their vigilance. So they are ready to fight as soon as you are, so to speak. But still, it's going to be interesting to see how that goes next time. Please don't move the tokens if you can for next time. How's the session? Did you guys have a good time, or what do you?
That is
Any
great.
thoughts?
I'm gonna turn that
Fantastic.
girl into a slave. She's gonna be great.
Cool. How did you feel about the Merveil fight as a whole? Like, I wanted Merveil to feel like an epic fight that was worthy of like
yeah,
act
that was
boss.
super fucking close. That I crit 2 of our party members was insane.
Yeah, I thought
Yeah.
the mind control
I didn't.
mechanic was really
I
fun.
thought that the way I thought that was gonna go until Grace pulled out the old phase run medic epicness. I thought that I was gonna remain her minion. Grace was gonna have to run away and get help, and then like try and rescue the other ones or something.
Yeah.
Come
I
back
thought
to
we
the
were
eating
dead there.
corpses. Yeah, I thought we were
both went
fucked.
down. It was like super scary.
That was
Just so you know,
close.
like, there's some other fights where if you lose, you know, people will take you prisoner or whatever. This fight, you would have died. So yeah, it would have been the end of the campaign if you'd lost that fight. That would have been game over.
I mean, I would have been alright. I just would have been a minion for a while.
except for Rockwell. Like, Rockwell would have become as like her husband, right? And then I would have given you the choice of like restarting the campaign, kind of like from scratch, maybe in a new location in the island, like start in San, or like start as gladiators in the San arena, or something like that. As a
We'd
fun
want to
start.
continue in the same universe, eh?
Yeah, or you continue in the world, like living through the consequences that your previous characters made. So if you died, you'd have been like,
So, like,
kill Merveil and her husband Rockwell, like all.
We should. This brush with death makes me think we should probably start thinking of some backup characters. Generally good
Yeah.
practice.
If you
In case
die,
one of us
like
dies.
I have no problem killing characters. People can die. It probably
Why do you
somebody
think
will
I'm
probably die.
tanking?
I think I'm probably gonna die. I have like
Somebody
no
will
health.
probably
And-
die at some point. I've run campaigns where people don't die, but I've also run campaigns where people die. So just throwing that out there. Death is a very real thing. But yeah, that's the end of the session. Any final closing thoughts or something before we wrap up?
That was good.
amazing.
I think. What do you guys think of grid wise? I kind of.
I
I
liked
kind of
it.
don't mind the grid, but
Yeah.
just with a little bit more work on getting it centered on stream and maybe just like getting some simple backgrounds and shit like that will be nice. I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it kind
So,
of it's
familiarizing.
super janky. I literally spent 15 minutes before the stream to set it up, so it's very rough. I'm very new to the whole grid thing. I don't really use it because like this is the only online game I've really run, so I'm very
Yeah,
new
we
to
only
the
really
online
need to
game.
use it loosely, but it's. I noticed in previous combats, like when they're like, okay, this thing's on the east and this thing's on the west and stuff like that. That's just a bit hard to keep track of, so
Yeah.
it's kind of good for that.
I really
As
like
long
the
as it
initiative.
stays basic.
Yeah, I really like the
Yeah.
initiative counter. It really helps
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that me too.
I don't mind the grid, but I'm gonna need to make sure I'm more prepared for fights, so that like maybe I
Yeah.
have counters pre-made or something like that, just so I can do that a bit smoother. But I actually kind of like it. But I would love to hear feedback from people who watch Path of Paper or are fans. What you thought about the like, assuming we can get the grid to like look nicer, maybe make it better centered on screen, like fit it in the overlay better. Do you think it adds to the show or detracts to the show? Does it ruin your imagination of the fights, or is it fine and add extra clarity? I would love to hear your feedback on that. You can always email me or send me a PM on Twitch about that. Cool, guys.
Was there any enduring cry from the monkeys?
Yes, there was actually.
Oh, that's pretty hype.
You would have
Tank-
sucked
no,
that up, no doubt.
tank- can talk now.
man.
The problem is that
Drop
Fortify
a skill
takes up.
for it.
I have Fortify and Hair of Lash. I can't drop those right now, so I'd have to take it next time I level up and get
Oh,
more
you,
strength.
you can only take 2 strength skills? Damn.
Unless Fortify doesn't count as like a strength skill, because it's a support.
Oh, it's a support. Yeah, no, supports are separate. So you can have 2.
Mm.
2
Oh,
strength
I have
skills.
Leap Slam. I can drop Leap Slam for now.
Yeah, who needs Leap Slam? That's not a super useful skill.
Yeah, so I'll. Well, no, it is super useful, but I'll take Leap Slam again next time I level up. So I'll just put Leap Slam into a gem and take Enduring Cry.
Cool.
Nice.
Yeah, I just want to say a quick shout out to like people who watch Path of Paper. Like, thank you so much for the incredible support that you've been giving the show. Like the emails I get and like the interest I've got in the show is just like frankly incredible. The fan base is small but excessively rabid, and it's wonderful. So thank you so much for following our adventures in Raid Class. It's been a lot of fun. And we'll play, hopefully, same time, same place, next week Sunday.
Sweet.
At 10 a.m. GMT.
Forward to it.
Cool. I'll try and make a countdown earlier this time. But thanks, guys. And yeah, it says you're going to set up the YouTube soon, right?
Yep.
Wonderful. And we can, I'll send you that Merveil artwork you can use for the thumbnail.
Yeah.
Cool. That's a wrap. Is anyone going to stream? Anyone I should host now? Or...
I will. If no one else is.
I'll send you all over to Ziz. And yeah, that's all. That's a wrap, guys. Bye.
I thank you for watching. Good
Bye,
night.
guys.
Thank you for
Bye.
watching.
Bye.